How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of the Losers Daydream podcast. Now, this is four guys talking about our hobbies, video games, music, Dungeons and Dragons, etc., whatever. Now, since this is the first episode, we're just going to kind of let you know what to expect. We are going to try to make these weekly. Hopefully they will be weekly. They will be weekly. About geeky stuff. We will have geeky guests. Funny conversations, or at least they'll be funny to us, and hopefully you get a kick out of Dylan's laugh because it's fucking hilarious. Now, we're going to go around and introduce ourselves. My name is August Allgood. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm a music major here at Northern Kentucky University, where we all met. Right now, I am struggling and crying, and...
He is crying.
He's crying right now.
As we speak. Alright, we're gonna go clockwise.
I'm Adam.
Get closer to the mic.
I'm Adam. That's it.
Decker.
Nope.
Never mind.
I don't want my identity to be known. What are you giving this for?
Your identity's already stolen. It's not like you're hiding it.
Oh, right. Oh no. Why'd you give me the phone?
I don't know. It's like there's some points there.
Yeah, there's
You're
points.
right.
This is how fucking professional this is.
I don't know if we should lay down some ground rules. We play D&D, hopefully weekly. If that ever comes up, I'm the dungeon master. Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Kentucky.
Also, yes, his name is Adam, but the other three of us in this podcast pretty much just refer to him as Decker.
Yeah.
No, you're not supposed to know my last name.
That's too bad.
Okay, well, we're not saying that's your last name. That's just what we call you.
Dang it.
We call you by your last name.
We call you by your
That's my nickname from
other
high
name.
School.
It's your moniker.
It's okay. You know what?
It's your tag sign.
It's his initials.
I'm a broke college kid. Welcome to my identity. Here's the talking stick.
I'm Dylan Blades. I'm from Indiana. I'm an accounting major at NKU. I am kind of a nerd.
Yeah.
Like talking about nerdy shit.
Yep.
And that's my story right now.
Oh shit. All right. Okay. I'm Caleb Poston. I'm from the most backwater portion of Ohio. I'm a communication major, but I'm also working on my official weeb certificate. And
Is it fully completed with the Japanese language and everything?
yeah, dude, I'm basically Nihonjin. Anyways,
How xenophobic are you?
7.
Oh, damn.
So
Shit.
It's like at an 8 or something.
I'm not even gonna on a scale.
It's
Nothing better. All right.
Nothing better.
Nothing better.
Nothing better.
Nothing
All right, so
Hey, Nutter Butter, please sponsor us.
Please
they
God.
won't. So this is.
They can't see that we dropped.
No one
Nutter
watches
Butters.
this. Nutter Butter.
There's not a camera.
I can pray, okay?
All right, so this first episode is about our childhood video games. Good old fucking nostalgia.
We figured that'd be a good jumping off point since there's gonna be a lot of video games mentioned
Absolutely.
in this podcast, and it's kind of like a background to our how we came into video games.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I think we can start with August since you started with the introductions.
Sure. So growing up, I didn't really have too many systems. We didn't get my brother didn't get an Xbox until I was maybe about I don't even know how old I was. Maybe about 10 or so.
Which Xbox?
Original
Xbox?
Xbox. Original
That
Xbox.
gets confusing to me because I've always had Xbox as well, and it's just like you say Xbox, like which one? Like the first one. Like,
Yeah.
Or you have to say original. Like you
the
can't just say
OG
Xbox.
Yeah, the OG Xbox. Before that, we had like a PlayStation 1 and a Super Nintendo. I played on PS1. I played like the original Crash Bandicoot and the original Spyro. Those were awesome, but I was really too young to do anything with them.
Oh, dude.
Twisted Metal, man.
Yeah, but really the first games, I'm gonna mention two that I would really say that were my childhood games was Halo 2 and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the GameCube.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes.
I bred so many chows.
Dude, oh my god.
I realized about halfway through there was another half of the game.
Yeah.
all I hear about is chow breeding, but
Yeah,
I never
chow-
really played.
Okay, so like you
Chow-
played through,
sorry, chow
you
hatching.
played through like the Sonic, like the hero.
Well, yeah, no,
story.
I have played. I have played part of it because my,
Okay.
my neighbor had it on GameCube.
Gotcha.
But I had never had chows because it was my neighbor's game. It
Gotcha.
wasn't my game.
Yeah, so like you played through like the main hero storyline, and you're like, oh, that was great. But like eventually you run into this thing. It's like you run into this box, and it's got like a weird like teardrop fucking blue face on it with like two eyes, and you're like,
Yeah,
"That's
yeah,
strange."
I've seen them.
Yeah, and you get the key, and you're like transported to this weird world, and you're like, what the hell is this? And there's just this big metagame of like, how fucking jacked can I get these like crazy blue chow babies?
Is it kind of like what is that game, Duck Life or whatever, where you get the duck to like run and jump and shit,
Yeah,
and you
I don't know,
you
but
gotta train their stats.
It's
and-
like you got your little kids, and then imagine you have a lot of kids, like you have 50 of them,
Yeah.
but one of them your favorite, or several. I don't really care.
You have a light one and a dark one.
You have your favorite light one. I didn't really deal with the light ones; those were nerds.
That-
I'm an edgy kid.
yeah, Decker went to the dark side.
Anyway, so the dark side one, and then you just give them a bunch of shit, and you make them like fucking jacked, and then you literally have them compete against other chows.
It's amazing.
Wait,
They race, and there's two ways you can like compete. There's karate matches where they punch shit at each other. There are races.
don't they also like actively try and kill themselves like all the time?
Well,
They
only
like walk into lakes and shit.
yes, but they can't die.
They don't know how to swim, and they will like walk in the lake.
Wait, I thought they died eventually.
They just sit
No.
there and drown
Oh.
forever.
You can like kick them out. Like if you have one that's like just not working out,
Yeah.
you can just like say, yeah, you're not my kid anymore.
Which is like I don't know why you would do that
Vagrant chows.
instead of just take him to like one of the other chow gardens that suck.
There's more than one?
Yeah, so if you go into the game
Alright.
and say you go into the chow garden as Tails,
Okay.
you can give you start out with like two chows. You give one like all the love and affection, and eventually it'll turn from like blue to light blue to white. And say the other one that's like the bastard child you don't want. You throw him against a wall.
Yeah, you beat him against
several
the wall.
times, and eventually he will turn dark.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
there's a different. I heard there's a different way you can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So-
you can also
so-
just give them love as an evil person, but that's overrated.
Yeah, so or if you like go in as Shadow, you can take the bastard child and give him some love, and he'll turn dark, and then take your prized possession one and chuck him against the wall, and then he will turn more
Hey, see,
light.
somebody was telling me the other day. I think it was Dylan Gonzalez. Or no, not Gonzalez. His name is not
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Yeah,
Godzilla.
Anyways, don't
whatever.
worry.
Dylan, the other Dylan.
Yeah,
He was telling me. I think it was him. He was saying
God.
like he was like at the verge of tears because he needed a dark one, but like he didn't know that you could just give it shadow love. He thought you had to beat it mercilessly. So he was just like beating the shit out of it, and he was like, yeah. I think that was him telling me that. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
that
man.
sounds like a Dylan story.
That's
Yeah.
the best meta
But-
I've ever heard of.
Yeah, no, it's so good, but like eventually you give them like enough love or enough hate,
And animals.
they will and enough like animals to like raise their stats, and they will like evolve. Then after they evolve, you unlock two new Chow gardens. There's like Chow Heaven and Chow Hell.
Alright.
Chow Hell has blood water.
Yeah, it has a lake of blood.
Chow Heaven is just
Also,
it's just cooler in general.
Is there blood in the game besides that?
No,
This is just
it's not
really
like blood
meta.
water, but it's red water.
Is
It's
there
dark red
blood
water.
in the rating? Like, is it say like cartoon?
I don't think so.
Blood violence or like
No.
blood? Well, it must have cartoon violence.
Well, yeah, it's cartoon violence. so there's no
Yeah,
blood.
cartoon violence. You
can-
beam small
yeah.
little heaven angel babies against the wall.
You must
multiple
have
times.
abused loved ones to.
Yeah, and then eventually, like some of them were just like
so sorry.
some of them will like develop personalities. Like I had one of my evil ones was just like sick of everybody's shit, and he just like hated everything. Like he would walk around and he wouldn't eat anything because it's like you would give him some food, and he's like,
He feeds off of angst.
So like my game glitched out one time, and like the fucking prize chow that I had, like I maxed out its flying. So I was like, this guy's gonna fly for no
Do
reason.
they like flying races or like?
no. But the
No.
part is in the races were flying and used.
Oh,
It's totally useless.
yeah.
If you just max out run, you're good. You're good.
So it's very situational.
Yeah, very situational. But I was like, whatever. He's gonna have it like all fly. He's gonna be fly as fuck. Is what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So my game glitched out and like the Chow Heaven, there's like this diving board into the pool.
Yeah, I throw chows off that a lot.
Yeah, same here. But like eventually when they get like enough fly, they will like jump off of it. But I guess something happened and he like went to jump off of it and he just never came down.
Oh, no.
forever in the air,
Oh no.
ascended into whatever fucking Shao, like.
So like he went like
purgatory
off the
during-
map.
No, he was just in the air forever, and I couldn't pick him up,
Oh shit.
so I couldn't raise his stats anymore.
You know, Chow Aetherius.
What?
Chow Aetherius.
I ascended, became the god Chow.
Gotcha.
It's Talos.
never grab me,
Talos.
Chalos.
Talos. Vietnam.
And like you can give them animals and stuff, and they'll look like the animals that you give.
I know
And
they
one
ate
of-
the animals.
Well, okay, they absorb their
Yeah.
essence basically.
But like,
God.
Like
they don't actually
cute
go
little
away.
pets.
Like say you give them like a tiny gorilla, which is hilarious. There's just a little gorilla that you can give them.
they get little gorilla legs, I think.
They get arms.
Or gorilla arms. Okay.
Yeah. So they adopt like parts of the animals. Like you can give them a ghost dog from Pumpkin Hill, which is all I would fucking do, because then they would have no legs. They would just have like a ghost
Okay.
body.
Yeah, I like that until I think for some reason if you gave them the ghost dog and they had no legs, then they wouldn't look like anything else. Like they wouldn't get any other aspects. They would just look like a child with no legs.
Yes, but you would give them that, and they would be able to like put like shit on their head.
You had to do that to put them
I
stuff on your
think
head?
so, because I could never get them like anything
Oh, no,
else.
That can't be because I had an orange one that would always put its orange egg on its head. It would just wear its egg. All
That's
the
weird.
time.
But like my fucking prized one, it put on a skull, like a skull that I found from like the Underdark of the Chow world, Chow Hell. And I was like, here, let's see if you put this on. And he put it on, and normally you can just pick them up and throw them against a wall, and the hat will fly off.
Yeah.
It never came off. I couldn't give this Chow anything to take
God.
this thing off. So it was just like, it was the coolest. Oh my god, it was so cool.
He's dead.
And it had one with like a weird like tri-forked head.
Yeah. So wait.
Strange.
So like you said, you found that in Chow Hell. Are there like enemies in Chow?
No,
No,
it's,
no.
it's just like a room.
It's a Zen
You just
garden.
walk around.
Yeah, it's a Zen garden of raising these like
Okay.
weird demon babies. Love that game.
And then like the heavenly chows are like I think they're little like their ball above their head. That's like their
Was it a Halo or
thing.
something?
Yeah.
I think is it a halo or was it a heart? No, no.
Halos.
Okay. And
If you give any of them love, it'll turn into a heart.
okay.
So-
and then like the evil ones have like a spike ball.
So were there there was like base Chow, then heaven Chow, and hell Chow,
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
and you had like 3 different levels of.
Yeah, and then you
Okay.
could buy like different colored eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are 4 parts to Chow Garden. There's like the base Chow Garden where you start off. Across the way there is the kindergarten, where like you can take the, like to get like their stats appraised.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember
There's
that.
there's a locker in the corner. You go up to it. It's literally called the black market, and you buy Chow eggs off the black market.
All right.
You buy babies.
Yeah.
Off the black
Chow
market.
market.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
It happens.
Black
Chow
market.
trafficking.
Black
Chow trafficking. Yeah.
All right.
Also pots and pans.
Well, we don't want to like talk about exactly the whole Sonic game. We got.
Oh no, it was just ridiculous that there's a fucking black
Oh,
market.
yeah.
You can buy
What
children.
what did you play a lot when you were what was like the first kind of system and like games you played on that system when you were
Like the first thing I got was a Game Boy SP.
yeah that was I had one of the I had the color first.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
really, I mean, I had some of the Game Boy games that are like, I had a Star Wars one that was just a side scroller like beat 'em up type.
Yeah,
deal,
yeah.
and a few other ones, but really the first one I got into was Pokemon Emerald. Played that a lot.
Yeah, I remember that was big when I was like at daycare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I remember like all the big like the second graders were like they were like playing that all the time and I was like trying to watch them because I didn't have Emerald. I had Yellow still. I Pokemon Yellow. I used to put it in it was the Game Boy Color cartridge I put in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only Pokemon game I ever played was Pokemon Silver. It was my friend's copy, but he like eventually just let me have it. And he came over one day and noticed I had made like no progress. He was like, "Gimme." He got Lugia, Red Gyarados, and evolved my Cyndaquil completely in one day and cloned all of them. So I just had God Team.
Yeah, if you know where you're going, you can finish the game in a few hours.
Yeah, like as a kid, I had like no direction. Like in video games, it was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like if you were to give me like an RPG, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do
Dark Souls, man.
as a kid.
So like what else
They don't tell you what to do. They're like, you gotta ring the bells. Like, where are the bells? Like, I don't know.
You know,
what else did you have besides Game Boy though? Like what was your first like
all right.
like big
Console.
When I was 12, I got a GameCube Played a lot of Tak and the Power of Juju.
Oh, dude,
Yep,
Tableau?
same.
Yeah, I played that on Xbox a
That
little
was
bit.
good shit.
Do you know how long? Okay, like the first
I
boss
think
was like
it's
some
Xbox,
mummy
definitely
dude.
Xbox, yeah.
The first boss is like some mummy dude in
Yeah.
a cave. I didn't know what to do after that. Turns out after you beat the mummy dude, you can jump with your stick for some reason that gives you that power, and you got to jump to a platform that's in the boss arena. Had no idea. Ran around that place for like an hour.
Oh, and that's before you
Few
could like
hours.
look that shit up. I wasn't even allowed on
Yeah.
the internet back then, so like, I forgot stuck in a game like that. I had to get. That's why I bought cheat code man. I used to buy cheat code
Yeah,
man
Yeah.
every year.
Okay, the only book I've ever bought at like my
At the
middle
book-
school scholastic book
Yeah,
fair
fair book
was
fair.
the
That's
cheat
That's
book.
where you get the cheat
The
books.
only thing I ever bought there.
Yep.
And I also like they had like book orders too, but whatever. That's not video game. Never mind. That's for another day.
Yeah.
I bought the only thing I ever bought was the 100% guide to Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Yes. I
I
had
was like,
like,
there's so many spelling errors. And
God, it was so bad.
Like,
Well, it was
God.
probably translated from like Japanese.
I mean, that's probably true, but I mean, yeah. And Deoxys speed was like just as fast as Deoxys attack. I mean, come on now.
Did you play like you said it was GameCube?
Yes.
Did you ever like hook up your Game Boy to your GameCube and play?
I didn't
Mm-hmm.
because my GameCube, you needed to buy something to put on the bottom of your GameCube to do that.
I always thought that was cool, but I never had GameCube.
But later, I did get a. Speaking of Pokemon, I did get a cord like a to two Game Boys and
Yeah.
the GameCube,
Oh, cool.
and it was so that I could like transfer Pokemon from my Pokemon
Yeah.
Darkness XD to
yeah, the Pokemon box or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah. I also played Pokemon XD and Pokemon Coliseum.
Those are the best. Those are straight up the best.
Did you play Did you play like Smash Bros and stuff too, or?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, when you're like 12 and
Yeah,
you're
oh.
trying to play the like the maze part of the campaign of
Yeah.
Super Smash Bros. Melee, like you know what the heck you're doing.
Yeah. I got lost in one game. Yeah, my first system was in 1995. I was born in 97, but in 1995, my parents bought an SNES, which they
Yeah.
are not gamers. I don't know why we
Yeah.
had it.
Yeah.
We had it.
Mom did the same thing.
Yeah, and so I played that a lot. So I was doing the classic blowing the cartridge because it's not working
Yeah.
shit, and
If we're talking like OG first thing we ever played, my dad had a disc of like classic computer games.
yes,
Of just it wasn't like a game. It was
Yeah.
a disc with games on it. It was like
yeah, it's like one of those plug-in TV games where
kind
it's,
of
it's got like all the
it
games on
It was like it had Snake, it had like Tetris,
Yeah.
it had shoot. Had a few more. I really just played Snake. But
Dude.
I was like 3.
My very first game ever was fucking Number Munch.
Number Bunch. What the
That
fuck is Number?
sounds
It is a math game for the computer.
Do you munch
okay.
numbers?
I went to
Yep.
a daycare and I played a lot of shit like that. Like
So stupid.
Jump. What is it?
Jumpstart.
Jumpstart first grade was
Yep.
one of my first games.
Jumpstart.
If we're going way actually SNES might have been my first game still because it's like when I was actually able to.
Yeah.
I had the mental capacity to like understand video games. I was playing SNES.
Yeah, it was the same. Like when I had the mental capacity, I was playing those.
Yeah, but I was also
Yeah.
playing like Jumpstart, and I was playing like backyard baseball and stuff, like really old, like old for us computer games. And Tonka, I played a lot of Tonka. Did you guys ever play Tonka games?
No.
It's just point and click,
Yeah.
like menial tasks,
I
and
mean, like whenever my parents were kind of like the parents that thought like if I played too many video games, I would shoot up school. So
yeah. Oh yeah, same. I got like 30 minutes of
I would have a timer, and I didn't get the Game Boy until I was like 10.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a GameCube until I was 12. Then I had to buy my own Xbox and
yeah.
buy my DS and.
But with SNES though, I played. Now these are one of the games that most of us did not play, but except for a couple. But I mean, they had Lion King the game. You played that?
I played that
You
shit.
played Lion King.
I
the
played
game.
Lion King
Oh
the
my god,
game.
it's so hard.
It was so fucking hard.
Even the first boss were the hyenas.
Oh god, it was so awful.
And like I could
What'd you
beat
have
that.
to do? What'd you have to do in
No,
that game?
okay, so like, it's a side scroller platformer.
Yeah,
And which it's you can go back and forth, I think.
you can.
So like it's not just like moving constantly. It's like it's a platform level. It's kind of. I guess it's the kind of platform like Castlevania or something. Where you can
Yeah.
like you can go back. It's not like Castlevania, but like you can
Yeah.
go forward and back.
You just want to mock speed the entire time though, because you're like little Simba. And you're just
Yeah.
zoom.
you got to jump on bugs
Zoom zoom.
because bugs will kill you.
Yeah.
No, I assume you get older at one point, but I never got that far.
No,
Is
yeah.
it like Sonic? Like old Sonic?
No, it wasn't like that level of like super speedy, but like it was just
It's just your basic 1995
licensed platform.
licensed platformer from a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like actually trash, but
Actually
in the moment,
trash.
It-
But
that
I
was
was,
like-
I
Yeah,
was,
you don't care because you're playing.
I was
fucking
like
lion.
that game was made
Yeah.
before I was born, and I was not very old when I played it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like you jump on bugs, you jump on, and you gotta jump on the hyenas like 3 times.
Yeah.
Which is it was so difficult to jump on the hyenas just 3 times.
Because they jump around.
They jump around. They jump around. They don't stand still.
It's like
That's,
Mega
that's
Man.
the problem.
Oh
But,
boy, fucking Mega Man.
And then after that is a level that I've never beat. The second level,
Yeah.
where like it's one where you gotta keep moving. You gotta jump on giraffe head. It's like, you know when they sing, I can't wait to be king.
Yeah.
And they got all those animals.
Oh, yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
fall in the water, you die, and you have to keep moving as the song goes.
Yeah.
And jump on hippo heads and
Yeah.
and giraffe and slide down giraffe necks. It's impossible. And monkeys swing you. You have to jump perfectly for the monkeys to grab you. It pissed me off.
You know what? You're like preaching to the choir, man. I hate that game. Yeah, totally.
no, but it's just like one of those things. You know how jump puzzles can completely baffle you even like now.
Oh no, I know.
But when you're 5, it's fucking impossible.
Like
Yeah.
this game required more dexterity than a small child
Yeah.
possessed, but it was more to 2 small children.
It was first. There was no benefit to it.
No,
It was a
bad.
shitty game. I also played a ton of NHL and Madden '95.
That's why you brought up NHL earlier.
Yeah.
Wait, was it the NHL game where I had a mini game where you just fight other people?
Dude, I don't know because I didn't know how to navigate the menu. I just knew how to play exhibition.
My
exhibition.
cousin had a NHL game on the GameCube, I think, and
Well, this was this is
Yeah.
pixel. This is like
No,
64 bit.
shit. Okay,
Yeah.
no. Well, anyway, the only thing we played was a mini game where you have like an animal helmet on, and you just beat the shit out of each other.
No,
That's the whole game.
I mean the only thing I know is that it was just I used to play. I didn't know how to play seasons or anything. I don't even know if they had seasons. I just played exhibition matches all the time.
Yeah, but if we're talking about other times, other game that's kind of a childhood thing is going over to my cousin's house and playing that game and playing Tony Hawk.
Dude, yes.
Oh, my
but that's not too later for you. That's not too later for me. Before that, I did play that. I played Madden. Madden was fucking. I didn't know how to choose. I still don't know how to choose plays when I play football games. I don't play very
Yeah.
much. But it was so confusing. I didn't even know what team I was at the time. But also there was Donkey Kong Country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
that the one where it's like kind of pretty? It's open world and you gotta like collect bananas.
Okay, no. So this one is it's like Mario where you're on the points and you got to walk point for there's like dotted line circle.
Yeah.
That's where the level is. And this is I think this was the first one. Like the first boss is like a beaver you got to jump on a bunch
Yep.
of times, or maybe and then there's like a bee that you got to like throw barrels at. My dad had beat most of the game already, so I used to go back and play the levels that he already beat.
Yeah.
And I couldn't progress any farther because they couldn't beat the boss.
Yeah.
But because I got to like the point, actually, right, the levels on there where you had to do the fucking rail cars and jump.
Yeah.
That was another jump. I was like, I would always miss this one part in one of the levels by like nothing, and I would just fall right through the edge of the rail, and I was like, oh man, I just spent 4 hours on this fucking thing.
Shit.
Well, okay, it was like 20 minutes, but it
Yeah.
was like 4 hours in little person time.
But yeah.
I don't even remember if I had any other. Like now for the SNES, I have like Doom and shit. I went back. I bought Mario Kart. I bought like
That's cool.
Super Mario World.
About an SNES Doom.
Yeah, red cartridge and everything. It was like
Where'd you get it? Like GameStop?
eBay, like $20.
That's okay.
Yeah,
They recently just re-released the Doom on red cartridge.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I got an original one on
Yeah,
eBay.
shit.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Damn.
I saw. Okay, well, that's kind of off topic, but there's like So do you remember those little boxes that like I forget what they released them for, but it was like in conjunction with something, and there was a little dude on it, and you could like press buttons on the side of the box and like mess with the dude.
No, I don't think I
It
don't
was
think I
like
did.
it was as low tech as you could get and cheap. It was like you got it for free in like a cereal box or
Yeah.
something.
Oh no, I know what it is. Yeah.
And like it was like super. It didn't have a backlight or anything, and
Yeah.
it was like super. It was like 8-bit because it had like 16
Oh!
pixels total on the screen.
Yes. What was the fucking do in the egg? I know what you're talking
It
about.
wasn't an egg. It was a cube.
No, there was something. Billy Hatcher.
Billy Hatcher.
Billy Hatcher and the giant egg.
Oh, fucking yeah.
I had one of those, but it was that.
Okay.
Dude,
well, anyway,
this is ringing so
imagine
many bells,
basically
but I
that,
can't-
except it was the box, And some guy was like, I want to know the processing power of this because I want to mod Doom onto it. Because it's like, oh my god. How would you do this?
But yeah, the SNES, it was like my first experience.
Yeah.
What did you have, Caleb? What was
Okay.
your...
So mine was also the SNES. It was 'cause my brother had an SNES and he left it at our house because my brother's like 14 years older than me, so he and also had a different mother. But anyways, he left it at our house and he had this giant like cardboard box just full of fucking cartridges. So I would weasel through that, and there was the two ones were like Super Mario World, obviously that's just like a given. But there was a Looney Tunes. There was a Looney Tunes game where you were like, I think you played like the small Bugs Bunny, like the
baby Bugs Bunny.
the fetus Bug Bunny.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
That
like-
reminds me
it
of
was
a game
like-
I gotta mention later.
It was like the Baby Tunes.
Yeah,
game?
and you had to like go through the school,
Oh my god.
and then at the end of it, like the first boss was like Taz in his kitchen, and you had to go on the conveyor belts, and you had to make him like eat stuff, but it never explicitly tells you what he needs to eat to get crunk and then die. So you just have it's just guessing.
trial and error.
Yeah, it's awful. But it was that and Power Rangers. Like
I had a Power Rangers game for the Game Boy.
I had
Me
the
too. I had the Dino Force one or whatever.
Well, I don't know if it was that.
I had the original fucking
Like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with what's her face and Billy and generic male lead.
I used to watch. I never saw. I was too young to see it on
Yeah,
TV,
same.
but I saw the movies.
But the cool thing about that Power Rangers game was that you could enter cheat codes to go to like because save files didn't exist. We all know this.
You had to enter the code to
Yeah,
get levels. So
you had to go to level. But there was codes to go to a moon level where you and your other child friend could battle Zords on the moon.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
obviously I lived in bumfuck nowhere, so I had no friends. So I would just get to that level and then beat it up myself.
Yeah.
And I would feel so accomplished, like, ha, got you, bitch. But I would do that.
Was that like your most played game when you?
Probably.
Mine was probably Lion King. Like
I think mine was actually Super Mario World because I would get to the super secret weird level and then get Blue Yoshi
yeah.
and then fly around everywhere because I like that. But
Oh yeah.
my actual first console that was mine was a GameCube, and I played the shit out of Paper Mario. But I didn't really have my own games like a lot because super poor. But the public library had like a fuck ton of GameCube games.
That's
I
cool.
used to get like
Yeah.
computer
Yeah.
games from.
And I got like, I got this one, and I always talk about this when we talk about obscure games because fuck. But I got one called Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean.
So edgy.
It's so edgy. It is actually the epitome of
It
edge.
sounds like a bullet hell game.
It's not a bullet hell game. It's actually a card-based RPG.
Oh.
It's
For the GameCube.
for the GameCube.
For the GameCube.
And basically, you would build a deck that has different like objects, like essences of objects, and like different swords and shit. And those were your attacks, and you would make combos based on like the number of the card to try. And if you get them like sequentially, you got like more damage. But the first game was so. Okay, so the voice acting and the characterization. It's like they took all the voice actors, they wrapped them in cellophane, put them in a bubble, and then put metal tubes over them, and they're like, okay, you're good to go, start talking. Give us your best 12-year-old voice.
Oh, so it's Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Mass Effect
yeah.
Andromeda, but like drenched in oil
Let's
and...
please not talk about Mass Effect
No,
right now.
yeah.
I'm gonna get fucking triggered.
Yeah.
I haven't
God.
never played a Mass Effect game.
Don't play it.
Don't do it.
I love it to death.
Any of
Don't
them?
play it.
Don't touch it.
Play the first two and the third one, and don't play the last level of the third one. Talk to everybody before you start the last mission, and then don't believe the last mission. We're not talking about
Andromeda doesn't
We can't
exist.
talk about that right now. We can't
Nope.
talk about
I can talk about it.
Yeah, that was my favorite, and it's really bad. I have it in my dorm room, and it's just... But that was my experience as a child. It was a lot of single-player games because I didn't have a sibling that was my age, so...
Yeah.
I got a game for the GameCube called... Wait, was it the... Yeah, it was the GameCube. It was called Rampage?
Yes! Yes!
I had that for the Wii. Is it where you're the big monsters and
Yes.
I had
Yes.
that. I had the very.
Yeah,
No, I don't think it was the very
so
first one. But
I
the
got-
PlayStation 1.
Yeah. I got it for the GameCube, and then I got it for the Wii.
I just totally
And
peeked the mic by the
me
way.
and
I
my-
got too excited.
Oh,
Me
absolutely.
and my
Yeah.
cousin spent so
Sorry.
long trying to unlock all the monsters. We didn't know what we were doing. There apparently you have to do stuff and like
Yeah.
in sequence
Yeah.
to get the monsters. We
Yeah.
didn't know that. We just played levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Just
course.
played levels until we're like, oh, this guy just turned into a freaking giant lizard. All right, well we now have giant lizard man.
Yeah. It's like, oh, if you eat this one dude as like the wolf guy, you turn into a strange purple fire breathing what?
And then you're unlocked.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
like I never had a memory card for anything
Thank
growing
you.
up until
Yes.
I got a GameCube.
Yes.
So like Tekken, you would have to beat everyone until you could play as Devil Jin or Angel. I had Tekken 2.
Yeah.
So of course, like I would try to like go through the entire thing as Yoshimitsu. I could never do it. I was just fucking terrible because this was before I had like any sort of control or pacing.
Oh yeah.
But
No, that was button mashing at its fine.
impossible for me.
I played Tekken on my uncle's PlayStation 1. I don't remember any of the characters' names or anything.
I still-
I button mashed. There's a skeleton looking samurai dude, I think.
Yoshimitsu.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And I just,
He's the shit.
I just mash buttons and I won sometimes. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Was there a Jaguar guy?
Yeah, King.
Yeah, I used to fight him. I like as him sometimes too.
King, I think that's his name.
After oh yeah, I want to talk about Game Boy. I did have Game Boys. I had the Game Boy Color, which I had Pokemon Yellow on, which I loved.
Yes.
Just, you know, because Pikachu followed you around. You look back and see how she's doing sometimes, and she's a little smiley face, a little frowny face. You're like, oh no, like what did I do wrong? I could not beat the first fucking gym though, the Rock Gym, because you get Pikachu to start, and then you
Yeah.
gotta go straight to the Rock Gym, or yeah, and
Rock
it's just
fucking beans you.
yeah, it's like
Look.
Onyx versus Pikachu, who's already been fought like 3 Geodudes, and it's just like, oh damn.
that sounds like bad pacing.
Yeah.
You can get a Mankey off the bat, dude.
No, that's what I always did. But I didn't know to do that until like 2 years after I didn't understand
Come
the
on, man.
hierarchy.
Know the
of
Pokemon
hierarchy.
meta. Know the
Yeah.
Pokemon
The
meta.
I didn't know Pokemon. I didn't know how to
Just snag a
spell
Mankey.
meta when I was. But I don't even remember what else I had for. Oh, I had SpongeBob the Golden Spatula. I think.
What the fuck?
I just
I know
what
you're. I have,
Was that Battle for? Do you have Battle for Bikini Bottom?
I don't remember.
I just have.
I've
the movie
heard
video
about
game.
that, and I've
I-
heard that everyone loves it, and I've never played it.
I loved it, but I couldn't tell you how to play it. I forget. It's really old. It was one of the clear cartridges. I love that.
Oh damn.
Oh, I had
what else did I
a
have?
SpongeBob game for the GameCube.
Yeah, same.
I didn't like
have
it
one for
that
the
much,
Xbox.
and I didn't play it.
Yeah, but my first real console. Oh, you have SpongeBob?
Kind of. It was GameCube. I think it was called. I can't remember exactly what it was called. It was like Nickelodeon Island or some shit.
What's it? All the heroes.
Yeah.
Was Danny
Volcano
Phantom in
Island.
it?
She sure as hell
Oh my
was.
God, I love that game.
And like, I never actually had it. My
I never
cousin
either.
had it.
My
We would
cousin
play the shit
No,
out of
dude,
it.
my cousin had it on PlayStation 2 also.
Yeah.
So yeah, we. Oh my god.
He would-
Play like
he would
Danny
come
Phantom
over-
and you just like
Oh, yeah,
beat
yeah, yeah.
people.
Danny Phantom was overpowered.
Yeah, he would come
Yeah.
over and we would just play the game for 8 hours.
But Danny Phantom was the biggest badass
Yeah.
in Nickelodeon, so you
Well,
might
yeah,
as well be Danny
exactly.
Phantom anyway. So
Absolutely,
Oh, it's so
and, but like, oh my god, it was so cool. And then like you could go to like the zoo and like look at all the cool shit you killed.
yeah.
Like we probably spent 2 hours just doing that alone, like
Oh,
making fun of all
no.
like all these dumbass monsters that we just beat the shit out of.
That brings me to the Xbox. I did have Game Boy Advance SP too.
Yeah.
I used to play. I had Aladdin. I
Oh,
played
shit,
Aladdin
sorry.
a shit ton on the Game Boy Color.
Ah.
I forgot about that. I played Aladdin a lot. I don't remember what I have for the Game Boy Advance at the moment. I can't. I used to play a lot, but I can't. Oh, F-14 Tomcats. Oh my god!
hell?
What?
First person flight simulation
On
for-
the Game Boy?
on the Game Boy
Oh my
Advance
God.
SP. Oh my god! Landing was so fucking hard on that game.
I feel like existing in that game would be difficult.
It's impossible. You never know where you're at. It's just all water under you. Oh my god, that game! I used to play so much. I don't know. I don't think I got past the first level. That was just like the story of all my fucking childhood gaming.
Yeah.
What? Oh my god, the fucking dehumidifier's going off now. It
Yeah,
should-
sorry if you can hear that.
It
That
should
is
go off in
a
a second. It's
Yeah.
very humid in our room, so we have to keep dehumidifiers.
It's very
Us.
humid in this state.
Us teenage boys.
Midwestern dorm with teenage boys in it.
Hot-blooded,
Producing all that
content
moisture.
ID.
Oh yeah, but yeah. The story of my life when I was young. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing when I was playing video games, but I just played
Yeah.
a shit ton
Oh.
and sometimes progressed.
Wait,
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot the key on the GameCube.
Yes.
Kirby Air Ride.
Oh my god!
I didn't
Shit.
play
Kirby
that.
Air
I didn't
Ride.
have GameCube.
Kirby Air
Did you know
Ride.
that had a racing feature?
Because I just played City. Like the City.
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
just- you just
no,
mess
you
around
only
with
no.
City.
See, like, I discovered that like halfway through playing it. I was like, oh my god, this game just got a million times cooler.
I remember discovering that if you play on the
You playing like free ride?
if you play on the free ride like
in
the city, you're like I
get to the Flight
discovered what
the Flight Star.
well you can get all the ships, and that was
Yeah.
the thing. Is like
Yeah.
I discovered like and that was like a month into playing it. I never went under the thing. I didn't know you could, so I went under. I'm like, oh my god, I can have something besides the starting thing.
Like I tried so hard to like do all the events, and like you know how like there was like a bird that would like show up
Yeah.
during
There's
like
a bird,
and
and
it
there's
was
a,
drop
there's a
shit.
spaceship.
I didn't know you could actually kill that thing until I was like just trying to figure things out and I
Yeah.
ran into it and like it exploded into items and I was like,
Yeah.
what?
The answer to the entire game.
And there's like
is-
UFO you
God.
can get on top of. There's a UFO
Yep.
that'll fly over. You can get on top of that.
So cool.
Has the best power bomb on there.
We need to get a GameCube. We need to get all these games.
Yeah.
I can have my mom bring my GameCube.
Oh,
Please.
GameCube.
Okay.
And then
Sorry.
You know where I'm going with this.
I know exactly where you're going with
We're
this.
going with this.
Time
Splitters.
Time splitters.
I have a GameCube at my house.
Dude, but you don't have time
I
splitters.
live 15 minutes away.
We gotta
Bring
get
it.
time splitters. Time splitters.
Actually, I have a bunch of fucking games in my trunk.
Please. Oh,
I think
no,
but
we need to look.
Time splitters. Time splitters. I don't think was unpopular. I think it was a pretty popular game.
It was.
Never heard of it.
It came out at a
Never
time where
heard of it.
FPSs weren't huge.
Okay,
yet.
it's one of those FPSs though. Isn't it one of the ones where it's like locked in the center of the screen, and you can aim off and
You
it
have to
comes back
hit
to
a,
the
you have
center?
to hit a button to look
Yeah,
around.
it's kind of like what was it, GoldenEye?
Yeah, GoldenEye.
Yeah, it's like GoldenEye.
But
It was much after. It was much later.
But like, you didn't have like a reticle unless you hit like left trigger or
Yeah.
whatever it was for any other
And then you
console.
stop and you can look around.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't even you didn't stop.
Yeah, you
still
can walk.
moved.
You could walk.
But
It was.
I think it was in GoldenEye you had to stop.
well, right, but like GameCube and was it for the Xbox as well?
Original Xbox and GameCube.
Yeah, you know you have two.
Which I haven't gotten it
left
yet,
and
but
right stick.
original Xbox was my first actual console, like the one I owned.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Time Splitters. Me and August have been trying to buy Time Splitters
Yeah.
and play it. 'Cause the thing with Time Splitters, it's very interesting campaign.
Yep.
You're just going through you're like a time cop,
Yeah.
and
Trying to kill like these time demons. Essentially.
yeah, and
And,
you go through like Notre Dame, and you go through like 30s New York, and you go
Chicago.
through it's Chicago. You go through
The West.
the West,
Fucking Wild West.
yeah, the Wild West, and each time you go through these and there's like 70s Detective 2, Siberia in the future. Siberia
Was
in
it
the
in the
future? Oh no, Cold War.
I think-
Siberia.
I think it was Cold
There's
War.
future levels though.
Yeah.
But
A few.
each time you travel, you like take the form of like somebody in that time period. So like
Yeah.
this you get a collection of like all kinds of different players in this game, and they're all put into an arena mode where you choose whatever character you want, and it randomly selects your teams and stuff.
Yep.
And then it's like battle. It's like team deathmatch.
Yeah.
And I think there's
versus
al-
bots.
Yeah, versus bots, which is like major because this is before like
Yeah.
I couldn't even get online on a computer, let alone have Xbox
Oh, yeah.
Live.
Oh,
Definitely.
Jesus, yeah.
And it was so fun because like there was like different sized characters with different hitboxes. They had different like the robot dude was immune to fire. The
Yeah.
monkey was 2 foot tall, so it was really hard to shoot. And it was just I played that for hours and hours, and there was a huge variety of maps and weapons.
It was insane. And game modes.
And game modes.
You would only play 2, but whatever. There were a
I
lot.
only played deathmatch.
And Capture the Bag.
Yeah, maybe capture the bag.
I played Capture the Bag.
Because I think you could set like was that one of the games you could set a playlist of the game modes? Or
I
it would
don't.
keep you-
I don't know.
A lot of
exactly.
those back then you could do that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was for Time Splitters 2, but it was for the Xbox. You could create maps.
I never did that.
There was a virus game mode. Did you ever play that?
I don't think so. I think I played just like almost exclusively Team Deathmatch.
Okay, but
I think I played Deathmatch. Like I think there was like a air quote Slayer where like it was like or free for all.
yeah.
It's an incredible game.
Yeah. Then like
So the monkey was basically like that one guy in GoldenEye where he was super overpowered because you could just get really close to people and shoot them in the legs because they couldn't like look down fast enough to shoot you.
Yeah, I mean honestly, yeah, because if you give the monkey a flamethrower.
oh yeah, everyone's dead. But like he's. I don't know. I don't
Except
know
for
that he
Robot.
was. Yeah, he was faster, right?
He was faster.
Because like they all had different stats.
I think he had less health though.
Yeah, he did.
Now I don't remember all the stats for this game. It's been so long since I played it.
Yeah.
But it was one of my favorite games, and I didn't own it though. I rented it from my local video store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I didn't own like there were a bunch of games that I had. This is like all for GameCube because that was really like that was like my first console that was mine, like not my sister's or my brother's, and like I would rent games every now and then. The 3 that I rented, I eventually bought one of them, but it was Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
Is that the one
that
where you
was
like hit the
amazing.
motorcycle?
Yeah, and you get a gun.
guns.
You get guns.
And you
Yeah.
can kill Sonic if you want to.
And it's a story tree.
Yeah.
So like in each level there are 3 different paths you can go, and
Oh,
it's
that's awesome.
like it was so fucking
and,
cool.
like, and there's like it'll like show you like the branching story and like each level that
Yeah.
you like progress to.
And it had like multiplayer, like competitive. It was no one really played that too often, but like when you could, it was awesome. It's such a cool game.
It was. I really enjoyed it.
Lego Star Wars, the first one.
Oh my god.
I have a story about that.
Yeah.
I have a story. I remember the first time I played it because I was very young, and it's not a good story. It's just a story.
Yeah.
It's just there's a reason I remember playing it. I had just been to the eye doctor, and I don't go to the eye doctor much. I get really good eyesight, but I had my eyes dilated, and on the way back we were like at Walmart, and this was in Oxford, Ohio, and my mom was like, "Hey, I'll get you a video game." I was like, "What?" Like, awesome. Well, this was for the Xbox.
Oh, okay.
And I've always been a huge Star Wars fan, and I was like, "Fuck, Lego Star Wars just came out. Like, I want Lego Star Wars." I was like 7.
Golly gee.
Yeah.
Golly gee, fuck!
Lego Star Wars.
All right, boys. Somebody decided to make a tier list of the characters for Time Splitters. So,
Wait.
Let him finish the story.
Yeah. After I'm very interested in that, but
Yeah.
and I just, I went home and played it, and I was sitting on this. You guys, Jasmine has one of these little things that are like chairs. They're all cushioned. They were
Yeah.
chairs, and they fold out into like basically beds.
Yeah.
And I was sitting on that, and I was moving it all over the room because every couple minutes I couldn't see the TV screen because my eyes were dilated. I was like, I want to play this game. I can't fucking see the TV.
That's awesome.
And I was moving all around this place.
But then like the last game that I rented often was Super Mario Sunshine.
Okay, yeah.
I played that game.
That is, oh my god, like Time Splitters and Time Splitters, Super Mario Sunshine, and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Like those, like if I were to actually like sit down and like play those games like by myself, it would probably have so much nostalgia it would drive me to tears.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you know what I have on my Xbox downloaded? Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Oh my god.
I didn't play that because I've never played it.
Yeah, like a few of my friends went back.
Well, except for the story mode, which my neighbor had.
Yeah, a few of my friends went back and we played and beat Sonic Adventure DX, like the first one,
Yeah.
and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. It was, oh my god, it was so much fun.
But before we do this rank, I would like to make some guesses.
Yeah.
I think one of the top. Now I don't know if he was good, but I had a nemesis on Time Splitters. There was always the Russian dude that you play as when you're in the campaign.
Yeah.
He would always kick my ass. I think his name was like Dieter or something, or Derek, or I think it started with a D. I don't remember.
Is it? I mean, he's not even mentioned. There's 4 characters on.
Oh, there's only 4.
Okay.
And I don't even think he was particularly good, but that bot always kicked my ass.
Well, they just say
The robot.
They just
Robot.
say
Are
is it Robofish?
no.
hold on. Is this Time Splitters 2 or is it Time Splitters Future Perfect?
Future Perfect.
Okay, that was the third game. I played that a little bit, but
I played 2 a lot.
So what are you talking? Which one are you guys talking about?
Time Splitters 2.
Primarily Time Splitters 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time Splitters Future Perfect. The multiplayer was so much fucking better. Oh my god, it was so much better.
I didn't have a lot of choices though.
Oh, you know, like everything, my cousin owned Time Splitters Future Perfect. Me, my cousin, and my friend Noah, who you guys met,
Yeah.
we would go over to Jared's house and we would just play Time Splitters Future Perfect for fucking hours.
Yeah. No, but with the Xbox though, my first games were very bizarre,
Okay. Now,
which is the first console I had.
nobody made a tier list for Time Splitters 2.
It probably wasn't as good. It probably doesn't deserve it.
No,
It's,
probably.
it's probably a lot better in my head than it actually was.
A very niche audience.
Yeah, like we
Niche.
went through before.
Niche.
But yeah, I like on the Xbox, my first console. It came with a couple games. That's what I played. It came with NCAA 2005, which my uncle and my dad had Michigan University, like Michigan, like Wolverines. They had sweatshirts for that, so I recognized that, and that's the only team I knew. I used to play Michigan all the time. That's all I remember from that.
Yeah.
Except I played them after I figured out you could switch the teams because I played Louisiana Tech was the base team, I played them all the time because I didn't know you could switch teams. And then I played a lot of Top Spin, the tennis game, because it came with a dual game. It came with NCAA and Top Spin.
Oh my god, the dual games.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then it came also with a series of unfortunate events of the game based off the movie.
Fuck.
And I
Based
played
off
that.
the movie?
it was bad.
The terrible movie.
So bad.
Wait,
And
there's
I
a
played
video
it.
game based off of a
I
movie
played it
based off of a book.
I played it so much.
There's also Street Fighter, the movie, the video game, the video game. I may have added a little too many,
I mean, Dragon Ball Z's done it
Yeah.
twice.
but
So.
And those are the first 3 games I played.
one of the more obscure games that I played for the GameCube. So everyone fucking played some kind of Tony Hawk game, right?
Oh yeah.
I had Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX.
Oh my god!
what the
Get the fuck out of here!
Like
Was it a skating game?
no, it was
It was a BMX game.
It was,
Yeah.
BMX?
It was.
I played the shit out of that. There was one song.
It was Big K Tony Hawk.
Okay, so like everyone knows, like
Yeah.
skating game. There's music.
Tony Hawk
Yeah.
Light.
Everyone like there's like 1 or 2 songs in there that like you associate with that game.
Yeah.
You know Ace of Spades by Motorhead?
Yeah.
That's how I found out about that song and how fucking hilarious it is because of that Tony Hawk game I played. It's like every time.
That's in my workout playlist.
It's like-
It's just Spades.
It's like the most popular map that, I mean, like, it was like the first map, and you had to unlock other maps, and I didn't have a memory card, so we had to unlock maps again, and like the first map that you get, that's the only song on the playlist. It's
But in this game, there are 2 songs. There is The Passenger. I have no idea who it's by, but it's like dun 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 dun.
It sounds like some fucking
sounds like
I am
Super
the
Smash Brothers.
passenger.
Oh, it sounds like a
Ride
fucking.
through the
Pirates
city
Caribbean
tonight.
shit.
I actually like.
Iggy Pop?
I actually love the. I don't know. You could tell me what it is and I wouldn't know, but I actually love the song. I think it's great. But then there is
Iggy Pop.
institutionalized. It is like, huh?
Is it like Pink Floyd or Rage Against the Machine? Jesus.
It's like I don't know who it's by, but it's like Rage Against the Machine-esque, but also like. So it's imagine if you take Rage Against the Machine and Beastie Boys, have them hate fuck. And you get this. It's like it's terrible like butt metal rock
Oh my god.
with someone scream rapping over it.
Dude, is this Linkin Park?
I think the band is called Suicidal Tendencies.
Institution, I'm not crazy. Institution, you're the one that's crazy. Institution, they put me in an institution, said I was your solution, getting the impression of saving from the enemy myself. You're like, calm down. We will figure this out together.
Trying to play a game out of a stroke.
Like, and my friend Shane would come over and he's like, you can like make a song playlist on the game.
Yeah.
And that like he would put only that song in it. And I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to have an aneurysm.
I heard this song.
Go ahead and put it up to the. But
I've heard this song before.
This dude, it's a white cholo.
you guys get to the chorus. Because like I don't know how much this like we can listen to.
Actually, the music video is skating.
He's doing his skating on the teddy board.
This is a monologue.
Why? Okay, he has an actual skateboard. One of the guys had a teddy board.
I'll be here, you know.
Oh, here you know.
This is musical genius.
He's kicking the tree.
It's not even moving his mouth.
No, don't make the Pepsi.
Dude, is that crystal? No, no. I'll tell you that crystal.
All right, that's you get it. You get it.
Yeah.
The best fucking experience with any sort of like
It is half a million views.
like extreme extreme sports whatever.
Oh wait, is that like? Are we not allowed to show that?
Huh?
Are we not allowed to play that?
I mean, I'm pretty
I'm pretty
sure
sure they're going to be content ID man.
or whatever. We talked over it enough. Whatever. Who cares? And if we do,
Yeah,
we'll re-upload it later without that.
Okay, the description says, I noticed every video of the song on YouTube didn't sound very good. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Musical genius.
but I did play Tony Hawk a lot.
Yeah,
I think we all had those experiences.
Yeah.
But we actually played Tony Hawk.
But-
We didn't play.
I did not play Tony Hawk. I did not play Tony Hawk because it's too fucking mainstream, and I am too good for that.
I had Pro Skater 3, but I think the one I played the most was what was it, Hollywood Underground?
I think so, because it was the one that my library had, and I don't remember exactly which one it was. It was the Neversoft one that had the eyeball.
Dude, Neversoft,
getting
yes.
stabbed.
Actually, some of my earliest games, I played a Spider-Man game on the computer. It came in a cereal box. It was
Yeah.
Neversoft.
Yeah.
And
Oh shit!
yeah, and I played.
Not even an hour into this.
What?
We're not even an hour into this.
Good, cause I'm ready to keep going.
Yeah, totally.
And Tony Hawk, I played Tony Hawk on Game Boy too. That was another Game Boy Advanced SP game that I played. But also, you reminded me. Pirates of the Caribbean. Did you guys ever play the Pirates of the Caribbean Game Boy game?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna go too far into it.
I feel like
Very
we
hard,
shouldn't
very
have.
amazing.
I really only.
I
What?
feel like we shouldn't play that game. You know what I mean?
No, don't play it.
I really only ever.
Yeah, don't play
I
it.
really only ever played like 2 Game Boy games. Really.
Yeah.
It was Pokemon Silver and that shitty like Shrek wrestling game.
Yeah.
But
What the fuck?
my mom got me the coolest fucking thing. Like she had it was this cartridge and it had SpongeBob on it, but it wasn't like it didn't look like a regular like Game Boy cartridge. It was like gray and it had like a film roll on it. Like this is interesting. I put it in and it's like 6 episodes of SpongeBob.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I actually bought something like that for the PSP. Yeah, it's a movie. I was like, oh, all right. Well, I guess we'll watch this movie.
Yeah, and it had the bubble episode on it. Oh my god, loved that.
Hi, Jaws.
I just remember having
Right, Joss.
the freaking one of those movie cartridges for the Game Boy SP, and it was 2 episodes of Fairly Odd Parents I watched over and over again until I became desensitized to it.
Do you remember
Yeah.
which ones they were?
The one was the one where Timmy poses a girl to hang out with Trixie a lot, and then Trixie replaces blonde.
Yeah, and she goes crazy.
Yeah, she was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But it was that, but at the lowest possible quality that you
Oh,
can
hell yeah.
physically get
Yeah.
it, and the sound quality was like crinkling chip bags.
It was 8-bit. It was
What?
8-bit sound.
Like the same description you gave for that one other obscure.
Yeah, okay, no.
Was it better or worse?
It was better. But,
Okay.
yeah, nothing can match Bot and Kaido's voice acting. There's nothing that can match it.
Can like poorly modded voice acting in poor Skyrim mods match it?
Where you freaking hear, like, hey, Timmy, you put your pizza rolls
Like
already?
you can hear the cat meowing in the background.
Yeah.
Just like how you could hear the fucking dehumidifier in the background of this professionalism.
Are you sure you could hear it?
I put the earbuds in and I think I heard it.
I mean,
Hey, we're not good at what we do. We just do it.
Hey, it's the first episode.
Yeah.
That probably peaked the mic. Did it? No, let's try it again. All right, that peaked the mic.
Alright.
Be nice.
I'm sorry.
Be nice.
Maybe there'll be post editing.
All right, well,
right.
maybe we can just flick the mic to. All right, see.
Yeah. We don't want to overrun the servers. We're just to get rid of some
Maximum
listeners.
speed! I do want to say something about the Game Boy, though, because I had this really old Yu Yu Hakusho Game Boy game, which Yu Yu Hakusho is like a really old anime where the guy could shoot, like, I don't know, spirit
oh my
juice
god,
from
I've
his
seen
fingers.
that shit. I've seen
Exactly.
that episode.
Exactly. But this game was like a weird Fire Emblem knockoff, so it had the same kind of you put people
Turn-based,
places.
turn-based.
And the meta was just basically the plant dude could, like, he had a whip and he'd, like, reach over squares and you just bean bitches. And if that guy died, you basically failed. Congrats. But that was...
What, Finger Blaster Man wasn't overpowered?
Finger Blaster Man was pretty shit, honestly.
Huh.
Because I mean, if you got him up close, he'd be like, pew pew. But, like...
You know what would be a good turn-based game for
What?
anime?
What?
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
Why?
You just get really low initiative, and then
you-
everybody goes, and then
then you
you
one-hit
go. And
Well, no, you obviously don't play Saitama. You don't
Everyone
play
was the
Saitama
same.
on this
It's a
shit.
mobile app
You
game.
fight Saitama and you lose every level.
Yeah.
yeah, you're the bad guys.
It's like a clicker game. It's a clicker game where you repeatedly, like,
It's Cookie
poke
Clicker.
Saitama. Yeah, it's Cookie Clicker, but with Saitama in his head.
I think we addressed this, but let's. I'm gonna revisit this. Caleb is the resident weeb,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
which actually brings me
Token
to
weeb.
another point,
Oh, shit.
or like progression. We were kind of like around Xbox era, like original Xbox
Yeah.
era.
Yeah.
You probably had PlayStation 2.
No.
Oh.
My brother had an Xbox, and because we were pretty small, poor child.
Yeah.
I just used a lot of my brother's shit, and he had an Xbox. I didn't get a PlayStation 2. I didn't really have a PlayStation until I got a PlayStation 3 for Christmas about
Damn.
4 years ago.
Because you always you're the
Yeah.
Japanese games guy.
Yeah, but for the Xbox, we had those demo discs. They had the whole that came with
Did
the
they come in the Xbox magazine?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So we got those.
I was
and-
actually going to mention that earlier. But I
Yeah.
totally forgot.
Welcome.
Thank
But,
you.
The one that I played, the Xbox game that I played the most of, was the game that was actually my sister's game called Voodoo Vince.
Oh, fuck.
No one played fucking Voodoo Vince.
What kind of game is it?
It's a game. It's an third-person action platformer kind of.
No, I don't think.
Where you're a voodoo doll named Vince, and you're in this voodoo lady's shop, and like this weird ass like prepubescent magician like snatches her, and some of her freaking magic zombie dust just gets all over the place, and then he like gets up in the voodoo doll. And he just gets on and he's like, "Ah, shit, I gotta go fix it."
It sounds like that movie 9.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's all sarcastic. And he just goes around killing these weird frog people, and he stabs himself to kill stuff. It's really fun.
Oh, that sounds
That's-
awesome.
They're remaking it for Windows, so
Cool.
it's really fucking good. But I played that a lot.
I had a couple demo discs for the
so
PlayStation
good.
1.
Oh my god!
That was my brother's first
OG.
console.
Yeah, mine were also
Yeah.
for Xbox 360
And like
though.
we didn't have a lot of games, but like eventually we had like a full like CD case
Yeah.
of games.
Yeah, no, actually,
Half of 'em-
I have one here.
Half of them like I didn't know how to play.
Like the black and blue book of CDs.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have.
yeah, and like eventually just became full of games. Most of it was mostly full of shit.
Yeah, I know.
But-
Mine are like all the 360 games. I have like 250 360 games.
Oh my god! But one of them was a demo disc, and it had three. It only really had 3 games that were kind of worth anything. The first one was I don't know what it was, but it was so fucking cool. You were like this undead knight going through like kind of this hellscape, and you had like this giant broadsword. I wish I knew what it was, but it was like cartoony and like kind of dark and hilarious, and like it just felt really good to do stuff.
Castlevania?
No, it wasn't. It definitely was not
Castlevania was
Castlevania.
Nintendo, wasn't
Yeah, you're a
it?
vampire and stuff. Man.
Yeah.
It was Sega, I thought. So
Sega.
I thought it was like
Sega.
cross.
Well, Sega eventually just kind of like slurped into the Nintendo.
Sega
fold.
has been assimilated.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, but like you
Unless
can
it's
play like
to-
Sonic and like Castlevania stuff on Xbox. I know, like
Yeah.
it's on the Xbox marketplace.
Yeah.
The only exception is the Total War games is Sega.
Yeah.
That's
Total War
really
is
easy.
Sega.
But there was that.
That's actually one of my earlier games too. Was Rome.
Total War Rome?
Yeah, it was one of my earliest games.
There was a snowboarding game, which was kind of like
Oh my
whatever.
god, I was gonna bring
Which
up
one
a
was it?
snowboarding
Which
game.
one was it?
You-
Were you gonna bring up
Game
1080?
Was it SSX?
No, it was mine was what's his name? Something. It had a name in front of it. Something. I think his last name was White.
Oh,
Sean White.
Sean White SSX.
Yeah, Sean White SSX.
It wasn't like it was just you just went down a hill. That was the
Yeah.
that was the
Oh,
who
that was
game.
yours.
Oh,
Mine
no.
was.
For
SSX is insane.
for this
Yeah.
demo disc. That's
SSX
all it
was like races, and you had like a career mode
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I played it for the Wii though. I played a lot of SSX on Wii.
Yeah, and this is coming back. Like the last one's coming back to music. It was a snowmobile racing game. It was awesome. There was only one course.
Was it Arctic? Is it the one you play in arcades? You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
The one where you have to collect power ups and you can shoot missiles or
No.
Oh damn.
It was pretty standard, but like it was pretty cool. But like the best thing about this game is it had oh god, what the hell is the song name? Dragula by Rob Zombie.
Oh.
And I am the one.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so
Dig through the ditches and burn.
Yeah, there's- I'm on a tangent, okay.
Slam
So,
in the back of my Dragula.
so
So fucking
another
cool.
game that I played early, a little game system. It's PS1. My grandma had it. She had Crash Bandicoot. Imagine trying to beat that in like one weekend.
Yeah.
With no memory card.
The first Crash Bandicoot?
Yes.
I think all of us had
That
a
game had
point where
passwords,
we
though.
had no memory cards. We had to get
That,
everything.
well, she had a memory card, but it was like corrupted or something. You couldn't use it. Either way, there was a Mario game, but it wasn't a Mario game. It had a bunch of mini games, and like one of them was like basically Tetris, but it was Dr. Mario and his pills.
Oh.
So
Wait, I have Dr. Mario.
I had the same game either for my GameCube or maybe for the Wii.
I have it for
don't know.
SNES.
But that game,
I think.
the whole thing wasn't Dr. Mario. It was
Yeah.
it was a bunch
Okay,
of
yeah,
mini
I
games. They're all
understand, yeah.
Mario related. Twisted Metal 2
I
maybe.
used to play that on PSP all the time.
Twisted Metal. It wasn't the first Twisted Metal.
I don't
Maybe it
know.
was Twisted Metal 2 or something.
Never played Twisted Metal.
And then
really.
the reason why I know Dragula is because she had Twisted Metal 4, and that song was on fucking repeat.
Oh,
like it was.
God, it was so cool.
Yeah.
Although it was this was like it wasn't like a remix, but it was like, I don't know exactly. It was
But-
awesome though.
Yeah,
So cool.
Twisted Metal 2 was, it was better than Twisted Metal 4.
Whichever one was on PSP, I played that a lot.
It was
I
it
love-
was it was really hard. It's the second last level, and like the battle royale campaign thing
Yeah.
was an ice level, and like the floor fell throughout the
Yeah.
thing, and the final thing was this tiny little thing in the middle, and I always got killed.
I played it a lot. I don't remember though. I was in 8th grade when I played it a lot, because that's when I had my PSP, and I remember I went to Chicago that year, and I played it all the time in Chicago on the L, and I beat it with everybody because it gave you that backstory after you beat it, because you get like one wish or whatever. If you win the tournament, you get a wish. It's like the whole spiel, and you like it tells you what wish the person made if you beat it, and then it tells you how it went wrong. It's basically like a genie. It's like, oh yeah, here's your wish, but you secretly didn't want it
It's
because
like-
it kills you.
Like and like the sometimes like the guy who like won. I actually think you only unlock him if you beat the game in most of the games.
And then you get to play as him.
You can play as him, and his thing is always like he's a semi truck with like a nuke on the back or something like that.
Well, I thought in mine he was like an ice cream truck.
That he's not the leader. You in Twisted Metal 2 you unlock him if you win, but he's
Okay.
not the guy who grants the
Okay,
wish.
okay. I didn't have that one then. I didn't have that guy then. Like the new, yeah.
He's not in Twisted Metal 2. He's in Twisted Metal 4 if you beat it. Actually, I think he's in it no matter what.
With like, let's see. In this area, like with the demo games, I played, which is a little later than where we're at, like with the Xbox and stuff. But
Yeah.
I played it for the 360. I used to buy Xbox magazine all the time.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the games, I had was Just Cause 2
Oh
on
my
the demo.
gosh, yeah.
But I had that game. I had that game anyway. I played it so much.
Was it the demo where you can only play like 11 minutes? But
Yeah.
it was the game.
It was the
But you
game.
can play for
It was like the
11
first level
minutes.
where you're like at the casino.
Oh,
I
for
think,
me
right?
it was just you are in the game and you can just do whatever the fuck
Okay,
you want.
that might
for
be what it
11
was. But with Xbox though, my first experience with multiplayer gaming, I didn't have online the whole time I had original Xbox.
Right.
I didn't have online till shortly after Black Ops came out.
Same here.
So that was 7th grade.
My first Call of Duty was Black Ops.
Mine was MW2. I played a lot of local multiplayer for that.
Yeah.
But the first local multiplayer I played was with my friend Cole from 1st grade. Halo 2 also.
Right.
And I loved it. I wasn't allowed to play them games at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved Halo.
Same, but I
It's
played
my
Halo 3 with my cousin.
Yeah, and it was my first in game. My parents bought me it and the multiplayer map pack because it was pretty old by the time I started
Yeah.
playing it. I think Halo 3 might have.
Aren't-
No, the 360 wasn't out yet.
Halo 3 was a launch title for.
Yeah,
Was it a launch title for Halo?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
360.
yeah.
Yeah.
My brother got it with the with Master Chief's helmet.
Oh, sweet.
Legendary
Awesome.
collection.
But
Legendary edition.
that was my first experience with multiplayer gaming, a 4-person split screen.
Oh yeah.
And that was a lot of my experience with multiplayer gaming until I got online. Because I did that and I did MW2 a ton with my neighbors. I got to level 70 just with my neighbors. I didn't prestige because it was out. It was hard enough to get with 4 people just
Right.
playing on terminal all the time in Rust. Like it's hard enough to get to level 70.
Right.
And yeah, it was MW2. Once I got online, I went back and played MW2 a lot more than I played Black Ops. It was
Yeah.
one of my favorite games. But on the original Xbox, I had so many games. And actually, one of them was a Looney Tunes game, like you said.
Yeah.
I played Taz, the
Oh
game.
my god.
And it was so fun. There's like different worlds where you saw all the different Looney Tunes characters, and it was a 3D. You run around. It's almost free world, and it gave you tasks, and you had to find where you had to do them. And you had to. It was really fun.
Did you for dinner? There was a. Okay, so I got an original Xbox later, like from my uncle. He had one. He gave it to
I'm not even sure when I got mine, honestly.
But-
I don't think it was right when it
But
came
that's
out.
not the, that's well, like the point was I went over to my uncle's house every once in a while and I would play his Xbox, his original Xbox.
Yeah.
He had a Star Wars game for it that was amazing. And I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was called.
Do you know what you did?
In one level you were like Mace Windu and you're going through Geonosis, and then another one it was the best part of it was vehicles. There were every vehicle in Star Wars. And the best one was like, you know how in Geonosis you see him for like a few seconds. It's like the big wheels.
The
and it's got
Hellfire- the
rockets.
Hellfire-
Yeah, the
yeah.
Hellfire Marauders or something.
Well,
like that.
I know that because Battlefront 2.
Yeah, but it may have been Battlefront, but I don't think it was.
It could have been original Battlefront.
But I don't know. It was just like
No, original Battlefront was only the original trilogy.
But I just remember being in this big dust arena and on Geonosis, and like you can like pick your vehicle, and I would always pick the Hellfire thing because it was overpowered.
Yeah.
And you just being a bunch of tanks and stuff.
The most played games I had on the Xbox eventually ended up being I played a lot of Jedi Starfighter, which was it's not a big game. I didn't expect any of you to know it.
No.
Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
I played a lot of. This is again because I'm a huge Star Wars nerd.
Right.
I played so much. Me and my neighbor played so much of Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, the video game. It was actually really fun.
I had one that was, I think it was called. Well, I didn't have it. My cousins had it, and I played at their house every once in a while. They had a lot of Star Wars games. One of them was Star Wars like Boba Fett.
Oh, Bounty Hunter.
Star Wars Bounty Hunter, but the only level I played, we were Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan in like the opening of Episode 1.
That might have just been Star Wars Obi-Wan. I had Obi-Wan.
It may have been Star Wars
I
Obi-Wan.
had Star Wars Obi-Wan.
But they had Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I never played it. I guess.
And I was just gonna say I played a lot of shit. What was the last one I left off with? Lego Star Wars, Jedi Starfighter 3, because there was boss fights in that. Like I think I had the hardest time defeating Grievous, and then once you defeat bosses, you get to take them to an arena where you can play against your friends. And one thing about that was like you could play as Count Dooku the Jedi, which is really cool. If only if the other person was already playing Count Dooku, because then you get light side because you have to differentiate.
Sure.
So you don't get confused on who it is. But and then there was Battlefront 2, which I played a shit ton of.
I played
so much
Battlefront 2 on... I had it. I played it a lot. What did I play it on? Oh, crap.
I had it on Xbox.
Oh, God.
It would have been on PS2, Xbox.
It may have been the PSP. I think it was the PSP.
I think the original Battlefront was
I
on.
played on.
or
No,
there
it was
like
Battlefront
a-
2.
Was
I
it
played
2?
on the PSP. I'm gonna check, but
What were you saying, Caleb?
I am not a big Star Wars person, but I remember playing on one of the demo discs. It was a Star Wars game where something. I want to say it's like the Jedi Knight Academy or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure. I just know that you start out, you're in like a corridor, and there's a boulder, and they're like, you gotta force push your way out of it, and like
Was Luke Skywalker telling you what to do?
I don't know. I was like,
yeah,
you
PlayStation Portable.
you make your Jedi student person, and I was always the Twi'lek, and
Okay, this one, and the one I'm thinking of, you didn't
Head
get to make
tails.
it personally.
head tails. Yes, not up down. It's just down.
Yeah.
So I was. Oh, I forget what I was gonna say. Force pushing boulders, and that's all I remember about it. So I don't know if that was actually Jedi Knight Academy or.
I can't think of what I don't think you got to create your character in that game, but I'm not sure. Because I have it for computer. I actually.
Yeah.
You might be able to create it. I don't remember though.
Yeah, I mean, but other than that, it was that, and then on a similar one, if we want to talk about my weeb shit, there's an older JRPG that Bandai Namco tried to push onto the Xbox, but because Xbox is a Western dominated console, it did poopy shit. So they released an enhanced edition on PS3, but it's called Eternal Sonata, and literally it all takes place in Frederick Chopin's fucking tuberculosis dream, where he's like dying in bed, and then he has a dream about everyone, like where every single character, city, and freaking animal and blade of grass is named after like a part of music or whatever. So you just walk along and there's just like a girl, she's just like, "Hi, my name's Polka, I have terminal disease and I can use magic." So
I'm sorry, what was the point of this game?
you literally are just Frederick Chopin having a freaking fever dream.
All right.
And
Thank God.
you just bean stuff that musically.
Is it what's the genre here? Like
JRPG, like it's like
is it turn based
Like
or
Final Fantasy?
it's like you get put into a battle arena and it's kind of turn based, but it's also real time.
Okay.
It's like you start your turn and you have a certain number of seconds to move and start like hitting shit.
Yeah.
And your attacks change whether you're in like light or darkness. There's no explanation for that mechanic. It's just there.
Yeah.
It's just it happens.
It's something you figure out as you go.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, I know this is a game about music, but if you stand in that dark shadow, you suddenly become, I don't know, fucking evil. It was really bad, and I still have this game, by the way. But yeah, that was my first experience with.
I played a few obscure games for the Xbox too, because I didn't know what good games were when I had Xbox. Yeah. And I have like over like 100 games for the Xbox over the years, but I played like stupid shit. Like there was what were we talking? We were talking about a Jet Runner game, or a Wave Runner game.
So it was a game where you were pulled behind a boat.
No,
on, like,
a jet ski?
Or jet ski, Wave Runner, jet ski.
Okay. Yeah, we call it. Yeah.
What was the name? Carve. I played Carve a lot. I played.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, that's not a good name for it, but I played. Shit, I don't even remember. I have a lot. I need to look at my old games. I still have a CD book full of them.
You know what Dr. Muto is?
No.
That was a stupid fucking.
No, I do know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
So like imagine like Jimmy Neutron. 40 years later, lots of cocaine, heroin, so much heroin and meth and terrible drugs and yeah, that's what it is.
You like collect mutagens and like shoot them into shit and. It's like you're on a floating island or something because he's fucking dumb and left on an island.
We had it for the Xbox, and the Xbox. There was Halo 2,
yeah.
And then
Dr. Muto.
There was Dr. Muto. It was garbage. It was so weird. I never actually played it. I only ever watched my brother play it, just because I didn't know how to fucking wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
Watching my brother play like Halo and GTA.
Yeah.
I knew there was some kind of goal they were working towards. There was a beginning. There was them actively trying to do something.
Yeah.
And there was an end. I don't know what the fuck Dr. Muto was.
It was yeah.
No. Actually, my last game I want to mention on this generation of games is Morrowind. I played a lot of Morrowind. And I had no idea what the fuck to do. I didn't know it was an Elder Scrolls game until a few years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I played that a lot.
What the hell?
Yeah, Morrowind. My brother played it, and I never wanted to play it because I knew I wouldn't know what the hell to do. It was such a beautiful experience to watch my brother and his friends play it when they would actually let me hang out with them. It was so awesome. It was just this huge open world, and you could just go and do things. And they had the Game of the Year edition. They walked to this certain part, and there was just this blood curdling scream, and you're like, "What the fuck happened?" Then a dude falls from the fucking sky.
Yeah,
and you're like, "What the hell?" And
that's a meme in Elder Scrolls now.
Yeah, and he has
dude falling from the sky.
And he has 3 different scrolls of jumping a lot.
Yeah,
it's jumping high, and you're just like.
He has. I think in Skyrim, he's a random encounter. There's random encounters in Skyrim. I don't know if you ever knew, because you fast travel everywhere, so you never encounter these random encounters. But one of them is a guy falls from the sky, and then he has a book on him or something, and he's talking about how he's making this spell that lets him jump really high. And then he jumps really high, but he doesn't know how to land, so he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually... I didn't know there were random encounters in D&D. Because we never fucking have random encounters.
Look, I roll almost every time. I roll when you guys will.
No, I see you roll. I see you roll.
You guys will jokingly bring up random encounters when you're like walking to your bedroom or something, and I'll be like, I'll fucking roll. I don't know, Direwolf in the guild hall, man.
No,
Okay,
I'm not salty about it. It's
Okay,
just-
what's the percentage?
Okay, for that it's like if I roll 100, then you guys fight
alright,
a
you get
ghost.
in our last mission.
It was a 75% chance.
Okay.
And I rolled like 5 times. Well, sorry, the first time it was a 25% chance, and then I made it a 75% chance, and I rolled 4 more times, and it never happened.
Good God.
But yeah, that's all. With that generation of games, I will never get through all the games I used to play in that. Cause that's what I did.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
But that's my the top of the head memory of.
I just remembered I played a lot of, for the GameCube, I played a lot of Medal of Honor, Finest Hour.
Finest Hour.
Oh, no, sorry, not Finest Hour. That was Call of Duty. I played a lot of Call of Duty Finest Hour, which was like the second
Yeah, I played that at my
or third
friend's
Call of
house. I
Duty.
played
It
that-
wasn't... Because Call of Duty 2 wasn't the second Call of Duty, but it was Call of Duty 2.
Call of Duty 2 Big Red One, then Call of Duty 2 we were in Africa,
I don't know, man.
and then there's Call of Duty 3, which I played a shit ton of on the Xbox.
I just know I
360.
played Call of Duty Finest Hour, and I thought it was the first one, but I found out Call of Duty was the first one. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I played a lot more Medal of Honor Frontline, which Medal of Honor Frontline, the entire thing is like you're dropped behind enemy lines and you got to do a secret mission. And one of the missions was awesome because you get inside a crate and then you get put onto a train that's like you're trying to assassinate some high Nazi officer.
Is that the one where you also go in the submarine?
I don't know. I never finished it. And then you like crash the train by accident, but the guy lives. So then you're like in the middle of fucking Germany,
Yeah.
like in a crashed train.
Yeah. No, I
And then-
believe I had that for GameCube, which I played only my GameCube games on the Wii because that's when I never had a GameCube.
Yeah.
I didn't have memory for it, so I think I played that. The beginning of that.
So I'm pretty sure the first mission was like a dockyard or something.
You have that in your trunk. You have that Medal of Honor game in your
I
trunk.
have all my GameCube games in my trunk.
Yeah, I have that. I saw the cover. I had that game.
Oh no, the first mission was D-Day. What am I saying?
Oh, never mind. Real quick, Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider.
Which one?
Um,
Legends? Legends is the one on Xbox and GameCube.
Original Xbox and GameCube. I played.
Okay. Legends is the best.
Amazing.
Mostly because...
I just want to get that on my system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going back to like weird demo games. I totally forgot about this. I think I've told you guys this story, but I need to tell this. So the Incredible Hulk, the movie, the shitty one.
Yes.
With the guy? Wait, which one? With the guy painted green or the?
No, not
like,
the '70s version.
Not-
The one where he's completely animated.
Yeah.
The whole
Well, I
time.
mean all of them.
I mean, like.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Does the Hulk?
No.
Is that what
But
kinda
no,
hard
but he's
to-
completely animated and it's fucking shit. The first one.
I know what you're
Like,
talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
I think it's the Incredible Hulk.
Not the one that's in the Marvel universe, like actually.
Correct. It's the one that was like the precursor to that.
Yeah. So
It's Daredevil. It's the.
I had like. This was before we got an adapter that we can play DVDs on the Xbox. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this in the Xbox and watch Incredible Hulk because I was a kid. I didn't know what a shitty movie was.
Yeah.
So I put it in, and something starts loading up, and I'm like, this isn't like this isn't a movie. It was a demo for the Incredible Hulk video game.
Dude, was it the one that's like have you played Prototype?
Yeah.
Was it the one?
Yes.
It's so fucking good.
It's like I didn't know that like
You just kill people and
No,
smack.
it's
targets.
Prototype. It's Prototype, but you're the Hulk, and you can throw light poles like spears, and you can break buses and make them into boxing gloves.
yes, and then like at the very end of this demo, a tank comes, and you're like, oh boy!
You can take the top off.
You pick the tank up like by the fucking like
You can fucking swing
by
on
the barrel, and you swing it and break shit.
You can knock down buildings. You can just go on sprints and like you have a football,
Yeah, yeah.
and it knocks cars for miles. And oh my god!
But like,
You can
at,
jump
like
from
at the end of I remember at the end of this demo, I think this is how I remember it.
Do you
like,
fight Abomination at the end of the?
No.
That's one of the first bosses in the game.
Like it was just like a demo. It was just like something like it was on a timer or something. I don't remember exactly how it went, but like you wouldn't the tank wouldn't always come,
Yeah.
and that was just kind of disappointing to me. But like it would kind of like fade to white, and it would sound like there was an alarm clock going off. And then the demo would be over.
Yeah, I never played the demo, so I don't know. But
You would have to take out the DVD and put it back in to play it again.
yeah.
It was the fucking weirdest, but so fucking.
That's another game I rented.
Yeah.
Alright, so... if we want to talk about, like a
Oh
weird,
right, yeah.
weird ass this is what just occurred to me. Obscure Xbox games. I'm sorry, I like to bring it back to this.
Yeah, no, this was an important generation for
This
me.
was very important.
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
remember this. So there was this game where you called Blinks the Time Sweeper. Do you fucking know that, August?
Yes, keep going.
You
keep
played
going, keep
as a
going, hold on.
coked out tabby cat that was anthropomorphic.
Oh my god!
And had a vacuum that literally manipulated the fabric of time.
It was so fucking weird.
It was so weird.
I was never allowed to play it.
I looked up Blink. That's all I looked up, and the third thing on there was Blink's the time.
Because apparently it was actually super good. It got an 8.8 on IGN.
Yeah,
I didn't put the
actually
X.
quality.
I put in Blink,
But
and that
wasn't it kind of
that was the third
filthy?
thing on there.
It probably was. My mom
Okay.
saw it and was just like,
I never played it. I never heard of it, but I recognized the character.
Can
yeah.
I see it?
Yeah, one sec.
My mom saw it one time and she's like, "Oh my god, this is so cute and child friendly. You can have this."
It's kind of like Conquer.
Yeah, it was. It was absolutely.
Oh
Conquer.
my god! I remember that.
Good shit.
That
Good
was.
shit.
I can't say that I remember
What was
that.
it rated?
T, I think.
Continue. I will look it up.
The cover that reminds me of this game I used to play,
E.
where you're a
It's rated E.
weasel and a rabbit inside of an animal testing facility,
It's rated E.
and you're
Really?
chained together, and you gotta fucking hit scientists.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
You ever play that?
No, what the shit?
I can't
What
think
the
of the name.
fuck?
Can't think of the name. It's
What?
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
What did you say?
But there was.
you're like a weasel and a rabbit chained together, and you gotta fight your way out of an animal
Weasel.
testing
That's
facility.
really specific.
Yeah.
I think I might have been thinking of something else, but there was some. It wasn't Conquer, because that was for the.
Xbox.
Was it?
Yeah. It might have been only on Xbox. Might have been
Whiplash.
Conquer's Bad Fur Day?
Might have been.
Whiplash.
That was
The game's called Whiplash.
N64.
Whiplash. That I love that game.
Oh,
I
it
did.
was N64.
Yeah,
Conquer-
Conquer was in
Conquer was
64.
N64.
They had it for. I know they had it for Xbox.
They had it for Xbox. So it was
And the
Xbox.
one they had for Xbox might have been an exclusive. I feel like I saw the little yellow tag on it that said.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
just could be completely off base.
I remember that game that you're talking about, but I'm having memories of different games. You were some kind of cat with some sort of companion. Now that I think about it, there were quite a few games like
Are
that.
you sure it wasn't? Did you ever play Whiplash?
Maybe is there a
The cover will
The
give it
weasel's
all to
name
you.
is Spanx.
The cover will give it all to you if you see the cover. That's the main characters and basically the gist of the game is chaos, and you can see that in the cover of the game.
okay?
I don't know, I just keep thinking of the old games I used to play on.
Okay, no, I never.
I think it was so fun.
It's gone. It's gone with the wind.
Yeah, alright, fuck it, whatever. Next game.
What did I have after the Xbox? Okay, so after the Xbox was a weird. I had a DSi,
Yeah.
which I played a lot of Mario Kart on.
Yeah.
Balloon Battles was the shit.
Blue Battles are the shit.
Diamond.
Because-
Pokemon Diamond. Up
Pokemon
there.
Diamond.
Pokemon
I
Diamond.
had Pearl.
I will see at my daycare. I went to daycare for a long time because it was my aunt's daycare. That's just where I got off the bus, and my cousins were always there. So we used to play local balloon battles
Like
and local.
yeah, I didn't get Gen 5. I was on Gen 4 through Gen 5, up to Gen 6, and then I got a 3DS. I think exclusively for Gen 6.
Yeah.
And later I got Black.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just talking about DSi. I'm just talking
Yeah.
about Red.
I got when I got my DSi, I didn't have a lot of games because parents kind of poor.
Yeah.
Video games, especially ones that the whole family can't play,
And
very,
I
very
like this,
low on the
yeah.
list for
Yeah.
things to get. But the coolest thing my mom ever got me for my birthday, it was this little it was a DSi cartridge. It was a DS cartridge, and I'm like, this is interesting, and it had a little micro SIM card in the back of it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
this is strange. And she put it in and loaded up, and there were 100 games on there, and I'm like, what in the hell is this? Then she pulled out a stack of 6 CDs. There were 3,700 fucking games that I could bootleg for this tiny cartridge, and all of them came with cheats.
Was it a
Action
game
replay?
Shark?
It wasn't
Action replay?
it was I never recognized it because my brother had a Game Shark for the PlayStation. And I just never seen this before. I'm like, what in God's name? What is this boon you have given me,
Where the
Mom?
fuck did your mom find this?
I don't. It was one of her friends from work.
This isn't a mom thing. This isn't.
No,
like
that's
It's like
This is
you
like
know,
your uncle who works IT for like a fucking company.
Who
And
got,
all he
like-
does is look up like hacks.
Yeah, we my mom had a friend who just gave us a bunch of bootleg stuff. We got about like 200 movies on bootleg. We didn't watch half.
Oh yeah, Sailborn. Yeah, there were some African dudes at the Sailborn who got busted by the FBI for that.
Yeah, but
Sailborn was a local thing for us.
Yeah.
I'm from the country. Sailborn.
and like I remember I played Call of Duty 4. It was not Modern Warfare. I don't know what the hell.
No,
it was.
I know exactly what you're talking about. They had like Black Ops and Call of Duty 4 that were not at all Black Ops and Call of Duty 4
Yeah.
for DS.
And like I played, I didn't play too many games because like a bunch of them didn't work because
I
bootleg.
played a Call of Duty 4 for the DS, and I couldn't get past a level because you had to tourniquet a guy's leg, and it just wouldn't work.
I couldn't get past the level. Like after you put the like RC car like into the vent, and they're like, go find the thing. And I'm like, I don't know what the thing is. Like I made it way farther in this game than I ever thought I would because this is still the time where I'm kind of like
I played the
directionally
AC-130
impaired.
a lot.
Yeah, I'm like kind of directionally impaired when it comes to like video games at this time. And like I hear over the comms like, and I'm like, well that sucks. I'm just a car now. And I didn't know how to get out of the car. And like red, like I was dying. Like I died like while controlling this car. I'm like, well,
I must have lived the rest of my life through this car.
time to move on to the next game because I didn't know how to beat it. I played
That must be-
Nintendogs.
Can I tell you a story about how I systematically murdered my Nintendogs?
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Okay.
want, yeah. If you want to put this out there.
it was an accident, but I had an action replay. Okay, I busted this shit out. I had like 900 fucking master balls.
Action replays were silly. It's like, oh, you wanna level 99 shiny Magikarp with Pokerus and a nose fucking Fire Blast? Go ahead.
But what happened was I was like using it to get items in Nintendogs. Like I wanted to get the UFO frisbee that you toss and it flies for a little bit and it makes wee woo sounds. So I got that. But after a while, it bloated my save game to the point where it basically just fucking killed itself. And I booted up one day, and I was like, starting at the beginning where it shows you walking up to the adoption facility, and I walked through the door, and it was just white. And the game, like, fucking fried itself. So, like, I just...
Sorry, I just thought
Oh, God,
So
you
are you-
scared the shit out of me.
So, my fucking dogs just died in limbo, and now
They
they're
went
just
to the
gone.
upside down.
There was... Fuck.
Like I cheated with every single game I played on this thing,
Obvi,
but
yeah.
I played like a friend recommended like you need to play Pokemon Pearl.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I'll play Pokemon. The only Pokemon game I had ever played like before then was Pokemon Silver, and I didn't really know what to do. So I was like, all right, let's see how I can cheat the system. So I go in there and I activate a cheat that says like you can like whatever, like there's something like calculator you can pull up or like some shit whatever.
Yeah.
Punch in numbers and whatever number you
that's
put.
what we have to do.
Yeah, you put in, like, that's the next Pokemon you find. So I was like, alright, what number is Arceus? So I'm like, alright, I put it in, next thing I find is Arceus, and of course I have 999 Master Balls.
Obvi, yeah.
So I catch it, and I'm like, fuck, yes, let's go. And
Action replays had a habit of corrupting your game, though, so...
yeah, so like, I didn't know what the, like, I didn't really know how to work the cheat too much. I was just like, excitement, do it. And no matter what I did, every single Pokemon I encountered
Was Arceus.
was Arceus.
That's the problem with that one.
And I didn't know what to do, and I was like, well, what's missing though? Because that's interesting.
Jesus.
Okay.
So that was the only other thing I knew about the game.
It's like the
That's
Family Guy
Pokemon.
where he
That was-
wishes that everything
that
is
was-
Robin Williams, and then
That
everything
was
is
just
Robin
in
Williams.
that was in
Hell.
the original game, was in red and blue, was no missing no. And
Yeah.
people, like, did research on it, and it was something like...
Ditto's evolution.
Okay.
Or some shit.
Yeah.
It was, no, I mean, like, not like lore or whatever. It was just a glitch in the game,
Yeah.
and it turned out that, like, there was like 400, there was like, maybe it was like 4,000 or something. Like, there was a fuck ton of missing, like, different kinds of missing nodes. And it was because there was placeholders for Pokemon,
Yeah.
and every one that either didn't make it into the game and, like, but had a number associated with it, and just got docked, became a missing node. And, like,
Okay.
that's why there's a missing node that has, like, a certain Pokemon's cry, but most of them just made like murder noises, and like one of them will like you can kind of use Missing No to get you a bunch of Master Balls, but then Missing No also corrupts your save. But doesn't like just corrupt your save, it corrupts like specifically the save for that cartridge, so you can never use the cartridge again.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, that was the strange thing about DS's and Game Boys was, like, it was saved on the cartridge.
Yeah, so that, like, at that point was the kind of, like, downfall of like, this cartridge. Like, after that, like, shit kind of, like, stopped working a little bit. And, like, by then I was, like, wasn't really playing... Like, I had played this thing for, like, several years. And I never, like, put any new games on it because there were already, like, 100 on there. Like, I can't get through 3,700 games, period. So I'll just play what I have on here. But... what I got so excited about, you said fried.
Yeah. Oh God, did it actually? Oh.
No, not this. This is a different story.
Oh boy.
So, my family has like, for my extended family has a lake house, and I think I told this story.
Is there one less lake house?
Huh?
Is there one less lake house in the world?
No, there's one less Atari and TV.
Oh shit!
Now. So.
What do you think? It was fucking...
Then burn down the house?
DS burned the fucking house down?
It wasn't a DS, it was an Atari system.
Alright, I got original Atari.
Yeah. The only thing we played on there was bowling.
Sure, yeah.
It was, because it was the most functional out of everything, and it just made the most sense in general.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, whatever physics you can have in an Atari game, it had, like, some kind of physics. So...
Did it use, like, the PhysX engine?
No, it was Unreal.
It used,
okay.
So, I was watching my brother and my cousin David play this game, and, like, the ball went down the lane, some pins were hit, the screen went gray, and we heard...
Strike.
The screen goes black, and smoke starts pouring out of the TV, and we're like, what the fuck? So we're like yelling, and like I can't remember if it was like my dad or my uncle, but he's like, "Oh shit!" He picks up the TV and just throws it out like, outside. And we're like,
What happened to the Atari system?
I don't know. Like I think the Atari system was blamed as well, which sucks because like it was the TV that was on fire, not the Atari system.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Maybe did you get a strike? Is that what happened? Like
I don't
the TV
know.
just didn't like you succeeding.
I don't know what happened, but like we made a bug
Yeah, that's just
zapper.
what happens when you get strike.
We made a bug zapper on the TV. Also, speaking of bug zapper, we had a bug zapper at the lake, but a giant spider got on it and it caught fire.
Oh, dude, that used to happen
So
to
we
moths in my
didn't-
house.
we didn't have bug
we
zapper
put
anymore, but-
I put daddy long legs in those.
Oh, come on.
Look,
Moths are the best flammable. They're very flammable.
look. When you're a sheltered child, and then you go to your the hick half of your family, and they just what you do for fun there is you put bugs inside of bug zappers. You just want to live with the people, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wish I had half of a hick family.
One of my cousins in particular was they were I don't know how to put this, not wildly offensive. They were not.
Did they get hurt when bugs died?
What?
Did they get butt hurt when bugs died?
No, they loved to like torture animals because they were
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
they were kind of Hickville, USA.
Yeah, like serial killer.
We're from Kentucky.
Like Jim Jones.
We're in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Jim Jones was from Jim Jones was from Indiana.
I claim Jim Jones.
Murder cool.
We get Muhammad Ali and
Tag yourself.
Yeah, that's why you can't buy Kool-Aid in India.
really.
Yeah, really, that's a fact.
Oh.
That's not a fact.
Damn.
You can easily fact check that. Well, I mean, if you live in Indiana, I guess. Let's. Like I said, there's no end to the amount of games we probably play.
Yeah.
In this generation, I would like to move to. What'd you guys have after like Xbox and GameCube and stuff?
The next one I had was Xbox 360. The first game I had was... This is kind of going back.
Well, let's say, yeah, we'll go around the start. We'll go you, and then...
First game I had for that was Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
And I didn't have Xbox Live for the longest time.
Yeah,
because
same boat.
We just had dial-up internet for a while, and then we finally got wireless internet.
I just wasn't allowed on the internet.
Oh, okay.
That was my thing.
Yeah, we finally got wireless internet, and I'm like, thank God. So I played the hell out of Modern Warfare 2. I was awful.
Oh, so bad.
I was so terrible
bad.
because like whatever. I'm however old I was. I'm like 12 years old, playing Xbox 360, trying to pwn noobs and
Pwn noob. I forgot about
then-
pwn noob.
But then, years later, I got Halo Reach.
Yes.
First online game was Halo Reach and Call of Duty Black Ops.
Halo Reach and Black Ops, yeah, same here.
Halo Reach was
I did have Reach around the same time as that.
some of the most fun I've ever had playing.
I love Master
Play
Chief
games.
to death. I'm not saying Halo Reach has an amazing story.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to say I don't know, man. Halo 2 is one of
Halo Reach was-
It's kind of a tie
Halo Reach
between.
is so good though.
It's kind of a tie between Halo Reach and Halo 2 for me.
I think most of the time
It's the
people
best
say
games.
Halo 2 is better than Halo Reach. It's
Nostalgia.
rose tinted glasses. It is.
Yeah.
I
It's nostalgia.
think it is roasted in my last.
But like, I don't know.
Also, fun fact: you can indeed buy Kool-Aid in Indiana. It is not illegal. I fact checked you. Bitch.
Thanks, bud. Finger gun.
I lied.
Get
It's my thing.
freaking
Shit.
Yeah, 360. I love 360 is one of the loves of my life.
Yeah.
I was sad when the Xbox One came out because I knew that, which I know it's not really existent very much anymore for most of us, but 360 is still online. I remember around the same time Halo 3 came out, or Halo 3 was popular still. They cut the online.
Does Halo 3 still have online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know Halo 2 ended. Like
No, when Halo 3 came out, they cut online for like around the time
it wasn't
360 came out. They
immediately.
cut online for Xbox, like
Yeah.
original Xbox.
But like,
Yeah, it wasn't immediate.
if I remember correctly, like,
Because I remember reading the Xbox magazine with like farewell to we played Halo 2 for the last time this week.
yeah, I remember watching a video on. It was like basically an interview with the guy who was like
the last
one
online.
online on Halo
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
And he remembered because like people knew it was going to shut off, and
Yeah.
so they kept online because they couldn't shut it off until everybody was off.
Yeah.
Or they didn't I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
and he was like him and his buddy were the last two, and his buddy like his power went out, so that's
Yeah.
why he got off.
Yeah.
And he like called him because this guy had a job and everything, he had a life.
Yeah.
And he called him. He's like, "Dude, you're the last one." He's like, "What?" He's like, "You're the last one. You're still online." He's like, "Wow." I was like, does this matter? Like, is this gonna
Yeah.
matter at all ever? And he's like, but like he's kind of. It was just one of those things where he's like, "I'm the last one who ever played Halo 2 online."
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then he got home, and I think he like decided to get off. Like he was like, "Why do I'm literally just sitting in empty lobbies
Yeah.
Yeah.
forever." So
Sad,
Oh my
sad
God, get off.
existence.
That. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, and it's like to people who never play video games, they're like, well, why the fuck does it matter? Like, like if that's like such a huge part of like your life, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
there's this new social interaction of like playing video games like with your friends who like you started like in the last game you
Yeah.
could only play like couch co-op. Now you can play with each other like home to home, and it's like a whole new
it's
way
a
of like
whole
communication.
new world. Like
It's fucking crazy.
I didn't even know what to do when I got online, and
yeah.
when I will be distraught when the 360 when they get rid of Xbox.
Flatlines.
But I don't have the same connection with the Xbox One that I do with 360.
Oh yeah. 'cause
No,
you're-
yeah.
I mean, but you know, Xbox 360. I played Halo 3. I played Saints Row 2 is one of the most amazing games I've ever played.
I played Saints Row 3.
Now,
Saints Row 3 has been so
while it's fun, Saints Row 3 is. Saints Row 2 is such, believe it or not, is actually much more of a serious game.
Yeah, it is.
Which it's an absolute dirty joke fest and like murder happy fucking game, but it's still there's like an element where it's still like
There is an
there's still
actual
you're
plot.
running a gang, you have friends that you don't want to die. Who, I mean, like Carlos fucking gets dragged behind a truck and dies, and it's such. And I used to play it so much. You can only play with one other person at a time online.
Yeah.
But you got to do free mode, or it's story mode, which with as many. It was better in GTA because you could have cheats like invincibility and shit, and like it wasn't like, oh, you're invincible for 5 minutes. It was like you cannot die, and it was just such an amazing freestyle game, and I played it for so long. The 360, I don't even know. It was like my middle school childhood.
Yeah.
Up till 2013 we were sophomores.
Yeah.
When the one came out.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's actually amazing.
There were like really 3 games that I really played for the Xbox 360, and it was Halo Reach, Skyrim.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Skyrim.
Actually, the reason I bought Skyrim is because there's a lot of hype for it on Yogscast.
And then GTA 5.
Have you gotten Skyrim on your
Which
microwave
was
yet?
way later.
Have you gotten Skyrim on your microwave yet?
Yeah, they're coming out for like
That's the only microwave I own.
Yeah, they're coming out for the iOS version of Skyrim's coming out soon, you know?
What?
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
They just keep re-releasing Skyrim.
Yeah.
Skyrim is becoming Tetris.
No, Skyrim is becoming licensed Doom.
It's
like
Doom.
where they put fucking
Oh my
Doom.
God.
Like where the guy had like the Ferrari interface, and he assigned the shooting to the gas and
Yeah.
shit.
It's like,
I played Doom on my freaking 3DS. Like I got homebrewed on my 3DS, and I was playing Doom on my 3DS. It was fucking ridiculous.
also, for the Xbox 360 Live thing, while they don't plan on ever shutting it down, it can be assumed that at some point they will probably shut it down.
Yeah.
Because.
You can't keep it running forever.
It's like I'm guessing it's gonna be like.
Because it's already past like the same time frame.
Yeah, because it was near the 360's release at the Xbox.
When did the Xbox 360 come out?
2006.
2006. The Xbox 1.0 was shut off on April of 2010.
10? Damn, that doesn't seem...
Wait. Oh no, for the sake of comparison, Microsoft discontinued Xbox Live 1.0 service for the original Xbox consoles and games, including those playable on the Xbox 360 on April of 2010.
Well, see,
That's like when Skyrim came out. It seems like it was before that.
That's also because Skyrim came out in November 2011.
You're right.
But
Yeah.
Xbox One, that was also a lot different network infrastructure that it required because it was older.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the Xbox 1.0. Not
yeah,
Xbox
1.0. Yeah.
That's what I said. It gets confusing
It's
with
so
the whole...
stupid.
Wait, what? Xbox 1.0?
We're calling
the
it original Xbox.
The original Xbox.
okay.
The one with the freaking creepy ass alien loading screen. I fucking hate
The
it.
interface had the weirdest ambient noise.
It did. It was all like, it was a UFO, like aliens
It's like
operating it. And there was like alien whispering in the background.
Yeah, like-
It fucked with me. It fucked with me.
Oh, okay.
That's why that's why I never played Xbox, is because, and that's why I sucked Nintendo's dick on the daily.
Oh no, like that part, like the intro, like it just got me hyped. Like normally, I was a puss.
And it like cracks into. Yeah,
Like,
that was awesome. We're not talking about that though. We're talking about like the actual menu.
Like once you sit on there and load it, you hear like weird computer
If you got-
beeping, and then like there's like an alien eye looking at you.
Yeah,
by
if
the
you don't
way.
put it in a disc, you know how like most.
Oh yeah.
And it's like bzzz.
I'm gonna look
Okay,
it up.
there was there were my friend Shane. Like he traded Xboxes with someone, and it was different. There was like the regular like green one, then there was a blue one,
Never heard of that.
There was a blue one. Yes.
and it was like better. It was like an Xbox Pro or something like that. And
probably.
like I was like,
I mean, there's like.
how do you get this? What the hell
I've never
is it?
heard of that.
I mean,
So,
I found
to
it.
this
There's
day.
like 8 different Xbox 360s. So I'm not.
Yeah. Which ones did you guys have?
I just had like the
Arcade,
no, not the
Pro.
Pro.
Yeah, I had Pro.
I had.
Wait, was Pro Black?
Elite.
That was Elite. Okay,
I had
Pro.
Okay, I had Pro too.
I had a used version of the very first Xbox 360. That it must have been. It was on its last leg. Like it got to the point where I could.
Wait. Do you mean like the arcade?
I don't remember, man. It was the first model.
So
360.
arcade.
Yeah.
Arcade didn't have a silver disc tray. Pro did, and then Elite was black.
Oh wait, no. Then I had an arcade.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
It had like 60.
or-
No, it had less than that. It had like 15 gigs.
It was real.
It had megabytes.
Mine didn't.
Mine- megabytes?
But mine
Mine didn't have memory. I had to buy a hard drive.
Arcade.
for it.
that was the
probably
arcade.
It was probably
I got whatever one I got refurbished,
Okay.
and it came with a 30 gig hard drive.
Okay, yeah. Mine. It was like nothing, and then 60, and then 120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had
Right.
only.
Yeah, I had OG Xbox 360, and then at some point, while I was playing Black Ops, it decided to stop being able to read discs. So then I had to buy a terabyte hard drive.
Remember rings in the discs?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's what was amazing is at that point, like there was so many just dead Xbox. Like that generation of Xbox was basically like extinct because so many had red ringed at that point.
Yeah.
There was ring.
Well, I'm just I'm not even talking about the disc rings that you get from minor shaking of the fucking system.
Yeah. Like
Like I swear to God, I was playing MW3, and my friend knocked a lamp off my table in my room, and it hit a pillow, and I got a ring in my...
See,
my friend, oh, sorry.
no, it's okay. I was just gonna say, like, I lent my Fable 3 disc to some friends
Okay.
for a while.
Unpopular opinion. I don't even know if it's unpopular. Fable 3 is a trash game.
It's so garbage.
Well,
It's
we'll come back to it.
I'm just saying, I was really attached to it.
I have opinions that I'll make.
One of my favorite games. Because I played it a lot.
Yeah.
So I lent it to him. I didn't see it back for a long time until I basically was like, okay, bitches, you're gonna cough it up or I'm gonna, like, fucking get the mod bash head in or something. Whatever. I get it back. Motherfuckers put a ring in it. They put a ring in it. And I put it in, and it gets to the point where you're, like, invading you're masquerading, you're at the masquerade ball.
Okay, Reaper's...
Yeah.
Is his name Reaver or Reaper?
Reaver's Mansion.
He's evil count man.
Evil count man.
The classic evil industrial man, because all big business is bad.
Yeah, and it lets you get all up to that point. It, like, jingles your freaking balls, and it's just
I get
done.
I get salty about that, because I'm a business major.
Yeah, I know. You silly dude. But that's Xbox.
Yeah, no, I had the same problem on original Xbox with Red Dead Revolver.
Oh my god.
I rented that game, but there was a scratch somewhere on the disc. Yeah, well,
I had a problem with a game on the GameCube that was a Dragon Ball Z like arena it wasn't like some of the other Dragon Ball Z games that are like 3D arena fighters. It was 2D fighter, and Yamcha was overpowered.
yeah.
So, it was a great game. Either way, yeah, it wasn't every time. It was every once in a while. It would do the thing, and you would hit start, and it would say, "You can't. This disc is unreadable."
Oh, see, the thing mine on the Red Dead Revolver did was like you'd get to a certain point, boss battle, and then once you would get to a certain way through it, it would just freeze and you couldn't play the game anymore.
Oh, in my Black Ops, so I bought Black Ops and downloaded it digitally because I like Black Ops a lot, and my Black Ops disc was so fucked up.
Oh,
Some multiplayer maps, if you tried to load into it, like there were some that were finicky, like the jungle map. I think it's just called Jungle.
I think it was called Jungle.
Like it would occasionally load, not all the time. And then the one that has like a big, like the central part of the map is a big ruined building, and then there's like 2 sides to it. Other than that, that one would occasionally load. Nuketown never loaded. You couldn't play Nuketown. There's a couple other maps that if you tried to load in, it would just crash your game.
Let's get to the end of this generation and then call it a night, I guess, because our goal is kind of 2 hours for this. And
we are at about hour and 50 minutes.
I think we should be able to get
47
through this decently.
Yeah.
And then, did you have PlayStation 3 this time?
I didn't have PlayStation 3 until, like I said, about 3 or 4 Christmases ago. I had a Wii.
Yeah, no, the Xbox 360s were sold out when I originally went to get one.
We had an Xbox 360 because my brother had one, but I had a Wii and I played mostly GameCube shit on it.
Yeah, see, I wasn't even going to talk about my Wii though, because I for the most part, I know you like Japanese games a lot, but I wasn't really into that, so I had basically the standard Wii experience.
I had this one Final Fantasy game before I ever got really into like Final Fantasy. There's this Final Fantasy game on the Wii where they just really wanted to make you use motion controls, so you have no combat abilities. There is no ability except for telekinesis. You pick things up and you throw it at things, and that's all you can do.
Actually, that reminds me, I did play a real-time strategy game on the Wii.
What the fuck?
What?
I don't remember. It was something about something World War III.
Oh god.
It was really cartoony.
Oh no.
And World Battalion,
Death is all over
Army
it.
Battalion, Death Battalion. I don't know. It was something
Italian Death Battalion.
Was it
Battalion
Mamma Mia,
Wars
Option
3.
Yeah.
Oh my
Beam.
god!
Was it Battalion?
You win a big mech?
No. That's like
Iron Brigade or something.
Iron
like
Brigade
that.
or something. Iron Brigade was fun. That's on 360. That's where you choose that's like tower defense almost.
Yeah.
But it you like freeze and then tell people where to go, and then you played as certain units.
I don't know
Battalion
what
Wars 3, I think.
Yep, I've heard about.
And it was hell. It was fucking hell.
Actual hell.
Because you can't fucking play
No.
or third person shooters on Wii. It's actual trash.
I never owned a Wii, but of course, cousin Jared, he owned one, and there was one game that really always kind of stood out to me as strange. It was a One Piece game.
Wii Sports. Oh.
It was a One Piece open world game.
Oh my god, yeah.
That just sounds like quality. Dude.
No idea what. Like this was around the time where like I started to realize like what direction the game was, and that just ruined everything for me. It was like there are these characters and like one
stretchy man and sexy lady and dude with swords.
Yeah,
and Cyborg who like spit needles.
My extent of One Piece knowledge is that didn't he eat a pineapple and now he's stretchy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ate an evil pineapple and now
Saturday
he's
morning
not
cartoons, I saw him eat a pineapple and that's
And
all I
like,
remember.
and like his, all I know is like his main villain is like it's shocking because he just beats everybody because he's stretchy, and then he meets somebody who also ate the evil fruit, and he's like, oh god, they have my power.
Yeah, but that was weird. But I don't know what I was gonna say.
One Piece, you lost all direction.
It was shit game.
It was a shit game. I had no idea what the hell to do. It was like it was cool visually, and like there were like fun things to do, like catch bugs.
And One Piece
There
game,
was was a gold beetle.
I'm trying to think like other games I played for the 3.
I never caught it.
I think I have so many games. I have like 200 games for the fucking 360. Like all at home. It is insane. It's such a, from the very start I was just buying games.
My parents wouldn't buy me any game above E, so I had to buy my own games.
Well, see, after I had Halo, it was kind of situational, and then it got to the point where I could have whatever game I wanted.
Yeah.
What other good games on the 360 that I absolutely loved?
You ever played Castle Crashers?
Skyrim.
No, I didn't. But my friend played that a lot.
I had Alien Hominid for the GameCube.
Oh,
Didn't play it
sweet
too much.
Jesus.
I
Alien
loved it.
Hominid.
I kind of had a bad relationship with it though, because like the first time I'd ever gotten the flu like really bad, like it started the whole trend of like get the flu once a year. I was over at my friend Noah's house and we were playing Alien Hominid, and like there's a level where you're in Russia and like the enemies die differently. So when you shoot the Russian enemies, like you hit them in the head, they like grasp their throat and their heads explode. And something about that, like during like this whole like fever,
like flu dream,
horrible time that I was having, it made me feel like my head was gonna explode. And I didn't really play it like kind of too often after that. But
games on there?
God, Alien Hominid was fun though. But I
It
played
was.
shit out of Castle Crashers.
games.
I didn't play much of anything like that on like 360, but I originally got Skyrim on the 360.
Yeah.
On the new 360s, you know, like the ones that had the pulley outy, the geometric angular ones that came out with the touch sensor pop power.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Slim.
what I have.
Yeah. And I got Skyrim on that, and I originally had that, and I had like my original Breton character who was the master of all the guilds and had all the shit hit with Jack, but instead is it the fucking orange box?
It's the
I'm
orange
getting a
box.
fucking nut.
Did you guys?
Jesus.
Did you play Team Fortress 2?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Jake
I
started-
didn't even-
Jake
that's how I
started-
It
got
was
it.
so trash on the 360,
Oh my God.
but my God.
I didn't have on mine. I didn't have on mine, but I got
fun.
orange box, so I didn't fucking.
I just remember that I never played the orange box. I played TF2 on the computer though, and
Yeah.
I remember there was an Xbox 360 map that may not have been on the computer, and it was just like there was a place you could go as an engineer and just build your turret, and you were on top of an invisible wall, so your turret could shoot down at people, but they couldn't shoot up at it,
Oh no.
and it was just it was just broken.
Like, my best memory with the orange box, I was playing Team Fortress 2, and I was just going through servers to, like, see which one was fun, and then, like every now and then there was, like, a low-gravity server, and, like, I noticed it was, like, usually this one person, and it was, like, Horizon or something like that, but it was, like, spelled with 2 Z's, it was weird. And, I played with her, I think it was, because, like, the profile picture was, like, it was, like, a chick, but it was, like, kind of a, yeah, there was, like, some boobs in it, but it wasn't, like, totally just boobs, but, and like one day I got on and like I got a message from her and she was like I'm starting up a server. I was like, oh shit. So for like a while it was just like her and I in this map, and like eventually I got really bored and like I don't know what the hell to do. So just kind of got off after that. And I felt kind of shitty because it was like, oh, like, you know, you play the Xbox, you play online, you're supposed to like make friends and have a fun time, but it was it was like, well, all right. I did meet one Canadian dude who was pretty cool. Then he turned out to be a dick.
Yeah,
later
no.
on.
Xbox is where on the live is where I learned that I'm very bad at trash talking, and that I shouldn't do it
Yeah.
because it's not. I just can't. I can't hang.
Yeah, I tried.
I'm flipping through my one of my. I have one CD book full of 360 games that I brought to school.
Yeah.
I have so many more. But we were going to talk about Fable 3 in a second. But we talked about Orange Box. What about? I was going to bring up. Did you guys ever play Assassin's Creed?
I played the third one. It was
I
meh.
played 2. I played Revelations.
Yeah, I was a big fan. I love 2. I love Brotherhood's my favorite. Revelation. After they started getting shitty. But I used to be a big Assassin's Creed guy. Did you guys ever play Mafia 2?
Mm-mm.
No.
I played the demo. I played the demo a lot.
Mafia 2 is one of my all-time favorite games. I'm not going to talk about it a lot, but I love Mafia stuff. So it was really
Have you ever
fun.
played LA Noire?
Yes. I don't own it, but I played it. I was pretty young.
They're remastering it.
I need to get it.
And you
But
should probably get it.
I wanted to mention Red Faction and Guerrilla. Did you guys ever play that?
I
So-
heard
I've heard of it.
that Red Faction Armageddon?
It was trash. It was fucking sucked.
I heard it was pretty good.
Okay, well, see, I had high standards, though. Because Voliation, I think it was, made Saints Row 2. And they also made Red Faction Guerrilla.
Mhm.
And Red Faction Guerrilla is like a lot of the... It's not
like-
terrain, but the buildings are destructible. And you get a sledgehammer. And I have no idea how the fucking story of the game goes.
I saw the trailer for Red Faction Armageddon, and I'm like, this looks like Mass Effect. This is Mass Effect.
It looks like that game's more like Mass Effect, but Red Faction Guerrilla is open world, destroy like all the buildings you see, and it's kind of like Just Cause 2. You have to like get chaos or whatever. You have to like destroy. There's like side missions where you destroy buildings and stuff. It's so fun. It's an amazing freestyle game or free world game, and I don't even know, man. There's like a gun. It's nanobots that fucking eat shit. And like you shoot the base of a building, and it just like eats a portion of it, and it's like,
Oh, that's cool.
like falls, and then you like blow up bridges. And you can do everything with the hammer too. You just sit there and fucking destroy an entire bridge that's like 2 miles long by like going to each side and fucking hammering it where it's connected to the ground, and the whole thing goes. And it's
Great.
and it's so satisfying.
Did it have like real physics or was it like?
Yes, it
anime?
had an excellent physics engine, and I don't remember what the fucking name of it was.
You could probably like
Sure as
Google
hell
it or
wasn't
load it up and find it out.
I don't think
It was.
it's also a THQ.
It was Unity.
So you guys want to talk about Fable 3 and then we'll wrap it up?
It's bad.
Okay, no. Shut the fuck up.
I played it like twice with
You
like a friend of
literally-
mine and I was
you
like,
have-
this is interesting.
You have to
Kind of.
actively try to die in that game.
Yeah,
Yes.
but that's the decisions are the best part.
And you just okay.
But then the decisions don't matter.
There
At the end.
Besides this though, I think we need to talk about zombies.
zombies.
Oh,
Call them zombies.
yeah.
Oh, I never touched it.
Oh my god, I loved it,
Not
but I
a
was
lot.
so bad at it. Solo, the highest
like,
I've ever
got
gotten to
good
was
at it.
9.
Wow, my god,
I was the worst.
that is really bad.
Yeah, I
Can you
know.
hide in a corner?
No.
I played zombies.
I just have no hand-eye coordination. Like, I was there were a few first-person shooter games I was great at. It was Halo. And games kind of like Halo.
I've only ever been good at Halo.
Gears of War I was great at.
Yep.
Any Call of Duty game, any like
Like
any
Twitch reaction games?
Yeah, like Halo or not Halo, fucking Call of Duty, Battlefield, total trash. Even in Zombies, that was bad.
I want to mention real quick, it was the GeoMod 2.0 engine, and it's
Sure.
fantastic. And I don't know what other games I used it for. It says eventually upgraded to 2.5.
Yeah, that's going to be our final topic. Fable 3.
Yeah, Fable 3. I loved it for the decisions though, because
But-
you can make your own life. It's
but the
cool.
decisions, like...
There's just so many
Don't
games,
matter.
even in this fucking
And
book.
you can just sit there making pies for an hour and you get infinite money.
No, I played
It
the
was
loot. I played the loot.
It was really
That
bad.
too.
I'll admit it because all you had to do for like weapon, like combat wise, was spam blades and lightning combined.
You just do the blades magic and it just kills everything.
Yeah, I just killed murders. Crackdown, I've heard of it, and I touched
Yeah,
it.
never played Crackdown.
Anyways,
Very fun.
Fable 3. It was pretty bad. R.I.P. Lionhead Studios. They will be forever be missed.
R.I.P. them milking Fable for forever.
Hey.
They've been trying to.
Fable Heroes was a game.
Fable Heroes existed for 5
Fable
seconds.
Legends was a game.
Never played
Wait.
a fucking Fable game ever.
I bought the anniversary edition.
Fable 2 was apparently
I have no dog in this
pretty
race.
good.
It's pretty good.
Fable 3 was really
I
good.
remember
Fable
Fable
the
2
Journey.
I don't know. I see what
Anyone
you're talking
remember
about.
Fable the
The
Journey?
first Fable game? I'm breaking
No,
down.
it was the last one that they released. It was the Kinect on Rails Fable shooter.
Oh my god, I've heard of it.
You
Yeah.
said Kinect and I got triggered. I don't want to
yeah,
talk about
no.
Oh, there was a Star Wars game like that. When Connect first came
There was
out.
also Rainbow.
Fuck Kinect.
Rainbow?
that. Kinect was
Kinect
stupid.
was
Yeah,
bad.
Connect was trash.
Except for Just Dance. That was the shit.
I never played it.
Quality.
It was it was
I refuse
is.
to sell out and play Just
You
Dance.
just play Just Dance on like the Wii. It's better.
Alright, kids.
Oh, I did anybody play? I saw Call of Duty 3 in here and I had a flashback. Did anybody play Call of Duty 3?
No.
You know, I played it. So the opening line in this, when you're after you like figure out what the mechanics are for the game, like it's like shoot these helmets, throw a smoke grenade in this barn, and like that's how you learn the controls.
Right.
And then you get in a truck, and you're getting your mission briefing. Basically, it's like, well, here's the mission. We're going out for coffee and donuts, but the Germans ate all the donuts and drank all the coffee. Now we're going to kick their asses. And then you get blown up by a fucking mortar.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's just that's just.
I played
remember
World of War
watching, like,
briefly.
World War. I saw World War in there. That's why I asked about the zombies.
World at War is, I think it is head and shoulders above any other Call of Duty.
The quarrel I have with World War though is it completely ripped off Behind Enemy Lines. Is that the name of that movie? No, not Behind Enemy Lines. What's the movie where they're in Stalingrad and the dude who plays Hellboy's in it and they're snipers? Enemy at the Gates.
Yeah, no, the main like one of the main. I think I'm pretty sure one of the main writers of World of War said like the mission where you are a sniper with
Reznov
is that movie.
It is that movie. That's what I'm saying. They completely ripped it off. And I mean, I don't think that's a problem
And
necessarily.
that's like the best mission in the
But
game.
I saw the movie after I played the game, and I knew that the movie was older. I was like, oh damn! I thought that was just like creative writing, but that shit's.
I mean, it's like after up beyond, it's like after Modern Warfare, like Modern Warfare was at the very end. It was like, oh god, my entire squad's dead. But then like in this one, it's like, all right, what do we do in this mission? Oh, I'm waking up. I watch one of the last squad mate that's alive get his throat slit, and I'm getting smacked in the face with a bamboo stick.
I loved the campaign in every Call of Duty game I played. Too bad no one else cares about him.
Yeah, no, I did.
That was the thing about World of War. It had a co-op campaign.
Yeah.
The only one that had co-op campaign.
Yeah.
I think some of the newer ones have it.
Modern Warfare 2
I mean-
had Spec Ops.
Oh, Spec Ops is really fun.
It was single player.
I want to say I missed. COD 4 was amazing because I had cheats, and you could unlock the cheats by collecting intel, and it was like cluster grenades and ragtime, and it was amazing.
Goofy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what do we do in this mission? Oh, you run out of ammo, so you have to pick up mortars and throw them.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, cool. Oh, what do we do in this mission? Oh, it's raining, but you have a flamethrower. All right.
Ooh. I reminds me. You know, you were talking about Finance Hour earlier, which Fable was not the last point, by the way. We're on Call of Duty.
God damn it.
Have you seen that World War II
we are
movie
just at
where
2 hours now.
the Russians get off a boat and they're like, it's the movie where like, here's a rifle, here's ammo. Here's a rifle, here's ammo. They totally ripped that off.
That's Call of Duty Finest Hour.
Yeah, they ripped that off. And then it's like in the,
first man has gun and ammo. Second man has ammo.
and then somebody jumps off the boat and is like, I can't do this, and they shoot him. Like, they
yeah,
actually-
well, he's like running out of the trench and they shoot him.
Well, no, this one, like, you're on a boat to a dock,
yeah.
and this dude jumps out of the boat, and he's like, I'm gonna swim for my life, and he shoots him, and he's like, no.
Cowards will be shot.
Yeah.
So
When the first man dies, you pick up his rifle.
Yeah.
something that really just fucked me up. Like, you know, I played like rated M games before playing Modern Warfare 2, but like loading up the campaign Modern Warfare 2, it's like it gives you a prompt. It says like, there's some fucked up shit going on in this campaign. You can skip the mission. I'm like,
You're talking about no Russian.
whatever. And then I get to know Russian, and I'm like,
Oh, I'm just shooting civilians.
oh my god.
You know, I didn't hate that
I'm
mission.
playing
I didn't hate that mission at all.
terrorist.
I don't know why you would.
No, some people are like, that's too much. You can't kill him. I was like, well, I mean, it's just really way easier.
I mean, like
Accuracy's like going through.
I played GTA and everything, and it's like whatever. I just like I played GTA San Andreas, and like I'm like whatever. Floating cars, I shoot people in the head, and their heads explode.
I didn't play GTA till 4.
I love San Andreas.
Okay.
4
The
was
cheats
old.
were
All
amazing,
right, we
but
can't
yeah,
get
we need
into
to
it.
can't get into
Well,
this.
we gotta wrap this up. That's roughly our history with video games.
Yeah, that's
Very roughly.
and that's. I feel like that's a great place to start for
I
the
own a
podcast.
PC. Dylan owns a PC. Caleb owns a PC. It's dead now.
I own an Xbox One because
Yeah.
No, I have an Xbox One.
I'm too.
But it's at home because my brother uses it too.
I am too poor for the PC Master Race.
I like consoles. I like
their
consoles better.
genes will survive, and mine will die. I guess.
Well,
What
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
okay, that's not because of the PC Master Race. That's because you're a music major.
Okay, we're not talking about starving to death.
That's why. Okay, never mind.
Anyways,
Yeah,
right.
I mean that's
This was good.
Yeah.
Good shit.
All right, so this was the first episode of the Losers Daydream podcast.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Why you got to do that?
We don't have a topic yet for next week.
Are we supposed to?
But we'll sure as shit figure it out.
We might,
know,
if we have one ahead of time, we'll
If
tell
I
them.
don't plan for D&D sessions, we cannot plan about talking for an
Yeah, no, yeah. So
Well, we should
weekend
have a
pants.
topic.
seat of pants.
Next week D&D maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
sure.
Whatever.
Don't count on it.
No, don't
hit
the table either.
Don't hit the table.
Decker. Fuck you.
Maybe sound quality get better as we go. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we can put up some blankets in here and remove some echo.
And peeking. We'll try
Alright,
it.
and
We
so,
peeked a few times.
check out our Patreon link in the description.
We don't have that. We also don't have that.
We don't have that.
We haven't even, at the time of recording this, we don't even have
We're on
a
YouTube.
YouTube channel yet.
Alright, just
Like our MySpace page.
message us somehow. Give us your PayPal.
Send
and
us
buy some
nudes on our
sound
MySpace
foam.
page, please.
Give us your bank
Oh, wait,
account
wait, man.
information so Decker won't feel so bad.
Yeah.
I'm poor.
We want to
okay?
make sure that our subscriptions are legit and they're not bots, so we can go on need your social security
Yeah.
number
Yep.
Yeah, and your mother's maiden name and your grandmother's maiden name.
and your security questions.
And yeah, what your
favorite,
your first
your
dog,
childhood hero,
Um,
what street you were born on.
What hospital you
Middle
were born
school.
in,
favorite middle school
What's your-
teacher.
your father's middle name.
That's about it. So
And that'll do it.
Just forward the entire profile,
Yeah.
please.
How the fuck do we end this?
We just gonna talk for the rest of our lives.
Some of this might get cut.
Probably.
It's,
I'll cut you.
we're signing off. Goodbye.